Wonder who's
He's on
playing what
Nat20.
role.
He's on
Dude,
Nat20. He's vibing
he's
in the
fighting
Gunshow.
against
He's
team.
playing against his own org.
I guess so.
The playoffs, man.
Here's what I want to know. I want to know if he just joined the VC just to be loud, and then like just they started the game with him on the team, so they said screw it.
What the fuck?
I mean, I don't think it's terrible, but it's definitely not what I'd be
Ah,
trying.
if you're not fucking Story, what the fuck are you doing?
I think that's a little troll, but oh well.
Ah,
Nah, Zenith really likes the RDO. So
Look, man, Akuma, he's got passion. Okay, I don't know
First
what to tell you.
first pick?
Hey,
I mean, I'm not saying it is like the best first pick. I mean,
Yeah,
Herc
we've
was
got, like,
available.
we've
If we're
got
gonna go
Merlin's up, we've got
solo.
Akate's up, we've got strong ADCs, we've got jungle. Like, there's a lot of crap up.
Yeah.
That's his
Like,
up.
there's no
That's
ESET ban.
always a great
Yamoja's
first
up.
pick. God.
Yeah, Yamoja's
Yeah.
gonna do great
ESET's
into
up.
RDO.
We're picking Yamo when ESET's up into a
Ooh.
fucking RDO.
Yamoja's strong 1-2 with Hunbats. Definitely looking good already. You have to have beads or shell. If we get like a big Aegis type god, already a great comp looking on the Chaos side. There's ESET and Bari. Bari's been running ranked games recently, really been showing with just like the stat changes and the starter item changes. Definitely looking quite good over there.
Except when you play her. That's
Okay,
the
you
only
know
time
what?
she's
Like,
not running rankings.
I'll admit it. I'm not blessed with Bari. Okay, like I gotta get back on the grindstone, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, first from her like 2-1s is actually crazy. On top of that, you can get a
There's
stun.
early.
You can one again, and then you can one again. And then
Yeah.
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
You
that
get
god
stab
does an
mirrored in, yeah,
absurd.
just 3 1s. You could do 4 1s. Doesn't your ult give you like resets too or something?
Oh, Josh.
Yeah, so you could theoretically just 4 ults. Or 4 1s, sorry. There's the Aegis threat we were talking about with Merlin. We've already dodged the lobby. Muzi has decided he does not want to play.
Oh, interesting.
I'm kidding. I don't have insider info.
Yeah,
but,
right.
Like,
I feel like they have to be like trying to get a different sub in there. Like
Muzi's Tiamat, really?
oh, they actually get a real person.
maybe they moved him up, but I'd be surprised if he is. But who knows?
no,
DJ L4 said he could. Is he on the team?
I have no idea. I do not
He's
know
on the
like,
Gilgamesh team. He's on
anybody
the
in this
Gilgamesh
league,
team.
bro. Okay.
This is a real game now.
Okay,
let's go.
but here's my question: is did they get FF'd a game? Because we're literally like 26 minutes over, and also, whatchamacallit? What
No,
was the
bro,
other
they
thing?
didn't
Like,
FF them. They're not Baba's Kitchen, all right?
no,
They
no,
didn't
okay, no, no.
fucking
The more
FF
important
the
question
other
is,
team.
does the draft stay?
No, these guys
'Cause we
would
did
FF,
draft,
bro.
we
These
did
guys-
draft 3 gods each. Like, are we keeping that draft or?
No, Seth. These guys did FF someone, I think, right?
No,
Okay,
I know.
good.
I was just making fun of us
Wait,
for
who'd they FF
FFing
again?
Boo House.
They tried to FF
They
us.
and they FF TKC. They twice.
Yeah.
Dude, these guys are the worst.
TKC FF to them, to be fair.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
okay, so Akuma, he's a guest. Yeah, he has the guest role. So he's a Tiamat guest, but he's still.
This shit is not funny, bro. I take this smite shit seriously. You were not laughing about my lobby reset.
I'm sorry, he was on the wrong
That guy
tab.
needs a new mic,
Might be.
Yeah, we're saying.
I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off now.
Oh my
Hold
god.
on,
you,
I
Tony.
wish I could turn him down.
I love you too.
Jesus.
Now you,
Christ,
Muzi.
man.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm about to mute this guy.
I'm camping you, Muzi.
Somebody's
Hope you know
fucking
that.
talking through a walkie-talkie.
I want you to
bro.
touch
Holy
me.
hell, man.
What?
Oh,
What?
yo, Jack,
Dude, this
clip
Tony
it,
guy is
clip it.
loud. This guy's loud.
Fuck you,
I wish I could turn
hobo.
him down. Hobo didn't even talk. It was me. Oh my gosh, we're so cooked.
So cooked.
Hobo's just catching strays for the love of the game.
Where's Josh at? Where'd he go?
I thought. Aren't we kicking moves?
He's trying to join the lobbies, refreshing.
Good question.
Okay.
And we had DJ, but like Muzi's.
Oh,
still-
he's
we gotta
in. He's
kick
in.
Muzi.
We're good. We're good.
Okay. Good luck, guys.
Good luck
So
to y'all
Muzi's
as
still
well.
playing? What is going on?
Bro, yeah, DJ L4 just said they could, but I was like, he was like, we got Muzi in time. I was like, isn't he on Nat20 with a question mark?
Yes. Bro, what is going on?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm getting sent insider info.
Alright, so we got this unsanctioned smite match coming in.
Yeah, I'll say all I care about is if this result
What
counts.
the
Like
frick?
this is just like an exhibition.
Okay, hold on. Let me show you what I'm seeing. What the heck?
So,
Guys, there's a
none of these
new
matter to
defender
me.
trailer apparently.
So he has 2 accounts. I guess one of them isn't for some reason.
Hmm.
So Muzi has 2 accounts, I guess, in the Discord. One of them is in
Musician
Tiamat,
and
and one just
Musi are 2 different people.
Yes.
no. But like,
Dude, I like that Drezzy's here. He just refuses to play. That is so funny.
yeah.
Oh, Integrity is a bozo, and he was looking at Musician and Tiamat is on Nat20.
No, I'm
What?
looking at Clan,
Oh,
the
yeah.
caster. Is
Yeah.
that not the guy who joined?
Yes.
Oh, that's I thought that's a whole different person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kuma, bro.
Musician
Kuma trying to
Muzi,
make me look bad, bro. Ain't no way.
Muzi, yeah, is in
Which
this
team is he on?
lobby.
Yeah, which team is he on? And which div?
It's got to be Gunshow.
So Muzi,
Hello?
it still says he's on Gunshow for some reason. I don't know if he
Yeah,
got
well, he
benched or
probably didn't
what.
get traded. He's probably
Okay,
just
well
on the
he's
bench.
just vibing then. So yes, he can technically play, and then Muzi, the other guy that we were confusing it with. I did fall for it. You're right, Akuma. Okay, my bad, gang. I got cooked out here.
Mm-hmm.
So is Musi Tiamat? Or is he what
No,
div is he?
Muzi
No,
is
no.
Gilgamesh.
Yes, the Muzi
Okay.
that's in this game is Gilgamesh and still on Gunshow somehow. So I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't get traded. I know
So
Ross
we've
was
got
like trying to.
hella beads burn from the RDO ESET Daji combo. You got the Aegis threat with
Dude, I'm
Bari,
so
survivability.
I'm not
You've
gonna
got a lot of
lie.
beat. You've got like 3 different relic targets as well over here with the shell
Only
Aegis
thing
beads. Whew.
I would have switched on this team is switching the Yemo to that E set, and they would have had an actual better comp, in my opinion.
Maybe,
Dude,
but
I'll
also
say
this the Yemoja can keep the fight in one spot. Like if you have shell, you're not only is that a relic you're taking away from beads or Aegis, but also like if you don't have that shell and you can't get out, the fight is in one spot. Merlin can throw 4 different abilities into one area. You've got the Hunbats can throw an ult in there. Geb Aspects throwing autos in there. I don't know. I definitely don't mind the ESET switch there, but I think Yemoja's going to be crazy for them, hopefully.
See,
Yeah, just looking at it right now, it just looks like Nat20 has just the better gods. To be honest.
They do have kind of OP gods.
Yeah, Jink's the best carry in the
Yeah.
game. Dude, I think Geb's
Yeah.
a bait pick. I'm tired of seeing I'm tired of Kess playing
I
it.
think he's great early, and like you have to
Yeah,
play a
that's it.
certain way with him. And
He's
Yeah.
once you get
he's
late,
good early.
once you
what?
get that fucking once you get that what I don't even know what it's called, the anti-crit. I just call it anti-crit. Spectral. Once you get that
Spectral or
spectral,
whatever
you
the
can't do
fuck
anything
is.
to you.
Exactly,
Yeah.
man. All he gives is pressure. His ult is buns. His dash is buns for a carry. He's actually his autos are buns.
You have to play. You
for
have to
the game.
play him like
Oh, we're not
jungle-ish.
going Bluestone Merlin,
Yeah.
and we're not going Bluestone Yemo. Oh, I can't lie. I don't like that. I find that to be a wee bit rough.
Yeah.
I just think Kess's fundamentals are like top 2 in the div. That just putting him on normal stuff, he will like can actually carry on. But this Gab stuff, like I don't know,
He's played really well on
Whoa,
this
what
pick,
is happening
though, to
in
be
right
fair.
and left lane? They're getting
Oh,
5 men, and
man.
ESET is first blooded from 5 people showing up in the left bushes of love. An easy first blood for the monkey in the middle. Oh boy, that's a
Solo
toughie.
laners are doing now, going Boomba's Cudgel. Is that just OP now?
Yeah, it is. It heals.
Just
It gives you
on
cooldown resets.
gods.
It's nutty.
Yeah, it's really for the cooldown resets on particular gods. Like usually the gods, I don't know about Ardio, but on Cab and like Herc, where you're usually going Pendulum, it really helps with
Why
like
is
your
it purple?
cooldown resets and
Yo,
stuff.
Asinus
I
just
know
gets to be
Braken's
purple.
really
What the
good
heck?
right now too. They pro him a lot in like upper division, like Tiamat and like Athens and OSL. They play a lot of Cabrakan solo.
Yeah, Facine played really well on it in our last set against Nat20.
Yeah, he likes Cabrakan. He really likes Cabrakan.
Yeah.
so
When we
Jin and
had him
Bari
play it, it
scale
wasn't good.
I think Nat20 scales very hard. So like late game,
Yeah.
there's everyone.
It's the question is if Big Tony's gonna be able to carry the early game on Daji. Once he's 5, he's a human, but he's gonna get ran by. I think he might just get ran by Zundel until like level 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They
Zundel
should've
got
fought him
first
in.
blood.
Yeah, they shouldn't
Oh.
fight in mid. They're most likely not gonna have pressure because there's Merlin, and then they also have a Hunbat. So like they're just gonna outclear, probably get the mid camps.
The Mojo Gab
Mhm.
get pressure for sure.
Holy, actually just conked
Like,
out,
okay,
bro. Holy.
this is all Geb does.
Yeah.
This is his peak. Right here.
Joshy,
He gets
just
worse.
saying, if Joshy would have went like Bluestone or something, or like Warrior's Axe, he would have like actually out pressured him.
Yeah,
Well, Joshy did go Warrior's Axe, but
Joshy first axe, but I think Bluestone's way better.
yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it's really
no,
good. I think on ESAT, wait, who's? Oh, not Josh. I'm sorry. Anus or Asinus.
Assassinus,
you wanna
bro. We
look-
gotta get this right.
Yeah, Anus. I don't care, bro. Anus until he shows me that he's fucking actual something.
I think Shoguns just need this snowball, but that's hard because they're playing with like 3 subs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Or 2
Bluestone's
subs.
just really good on that god. OP.
On
Oracle
East
fight?
Center,
They
yeah.
only have one sub. They only have one sub.
Oh, who's still smite the epic?
Oh no, that
He-
is. That's yeah. You're right. My
Yeah.
bad. Forgot.
he is-
Druzzy's in his channel.
Dude, Dressy's just sitting in his Discord.
That is
That
kind
is
of
kind of
cooked. I'm not
crazy.
gonna
I can't
lie.
lie. There's gotta be some like repercussions from the admins, bro. There ain't no way.
I don't want Dresy to get in trouble, but it is weird.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but
Hey, how much you want to bet that they play Afro game 2 coming out of
I mean, Friendem will
Joshy
probably play
Boo.
it. I can't lie. I
Joshy
don't.
loves
I hope he
Afro.
doesn't. His
I think
Afro had a
Joshy
lot to
loves
be
Afro.
desired.
Bro, we played Afro mid against them
Oh.
and actual shit on them.
Zenith kind of ran
Dude,
Muzi.
back in Smite 1, he would just play Yamoja every single fucking game. And if it was ever banned, it was just Afro. That was it.
You gotta tell
Yeah,
Joshy to
season.
build Bluestone, bro.
I think I told him one time. He just likes axe.
He's
more.
crippled.
think War-
It doesn't matter. He's
Yeah,
stunned.
Warrior's Axe fine.
He's got the
He
jump.
likes being
But
tanky.
yeah,
He
I can't
kills him
lie.
if he's not stun batch.
I
Just saying.
100%. I think he kills if he's literally not stun bats, bro.
Yep, he
I'ma
does
be
because
so
he gets
for
the
real.
increased damage from the
We're
scaling and
going
shit.
again
and
for the gang.
Crotch shred.
Daji's just stepping up alone. It's fine though. She's got TP.
yeah, let's look on the right side because you got that rock fight coming up at 3 minutes right now.
We are still
there
in
should
right
be a lot
lane,
of action
splitting
here.
now like 3 waves apiece.
Who gotta kill? Oh, musician. died.
Rocks are up. Bari is just enjoying them.
Ori getting
It
Prio
seems
on
Chaos does
Merlin.
not want them.
That's kind of crazy. to be
Bari was
honest.
like, they should give all of these to Bari,
Merlin,
by the way.
yeah.
Just double scaling, like, oh boy.
Merlin didn't back. Well, he
Yeah,
did back,
that's-
but he just. I think he went to bat camps first and then came to wave, so like Bari just.
Yeah, that's
At the
really
Damn,
pressure.
that's a
unfortunate.
beats out of Jing just to get her purple is kind of rough.
That's Loki fine. I think she got the perp. She just
Man,
doesn't
this guy's
fight.
drunk. Get him off air.
I'm popping ult and BG. for my
Muzi is
people.
cooking.
Let's see. Can we go to gold?
Shadow Ptolemy. Oh, here we go. Big
go.
fight. Stance change. Fire. Gets knocked out of his one, but he misses the ult. He's got the auto stick
Oh, he's trying to
connect and
fight
a
Bari.
solo bolo for Ferendum in
Yeah,
mid.
it's over. That's a
Also,
good Bari.
while he did it not on a back two, this guy's sitting on God knows how much gold, as a quick gank in the right lane also kills Muzi Clan for the second time. Ooh boy.
Yeah, Bari's just one of those guys you don't want to 1v1, having the death immunity,
No,
having
holy
like
cow.
really good stun, CC, just uber
It's also not
fucking
even like he has
explosion.
Aegis. He just has beads.
Yeah. Kind of have to go beads.
100%.
You got
I don't blame
anything
him,
else,
but
you're
like
dying.
fighting there is rough.
Can't take the 1v1 as Merlin at level 6 with the Bari.
Shadow Automots
Especially if
are
you're not-
stopping the bots.
Especially when he didn't even use his kit to hit the Bari.
Honbats looking
immediate-
left side. Cannot get on anybody meaningful. Jingwei trying to hold for her ult. Eventually will use it. Waiting for Dashi to get in onto the Geb. There's Yamoja ult. ESET ult inside of the cage, but nobody's on it. Dashi now decides now is the time. Hits Yamoja once. Hits Yamoja twice. There's the beads out of Yamoja. Misses the Spirit Bomb, and Honbats will jump away and get out of danger. Just some relics and ults thrown each way. Holy 20 FPS on the stream. Hold on, can I
So
fix
many
that
relics
somehow?
and so many ults. Good defensive ult from Yemo, peeling his team after the Daji used all of their abilities. Gotta love to see the peel coming out of Jashi.
They are now at gold too. Hold on, I've got
Double
like
peel.
My computer is struggling for some reason.
You're like streaming on 3 different things.
Yeah, I'm streaming on Discord and I'm streaming on like Twitch, and it's not enjoying itself as the Aegis and the alt not enough, but he will live thanks to some big supports and of course gold going to the Chaos side this early. Very nice to see as we look over on the solo side and look at these stat patterns, bro. Holy.
I don't
Yeah.
like Geb deciding to stack when his entire thing is snowballing. You just go elbow and
Yeah, that is a really good point, Luke. I think, yeah, like if you're going to play that pick, you probably want to play into the early pressure of it. And but you know, Demonic has actually played really well on this pick, so you know, I guess we got to trust his judgment on this one. He's played really well on it, so. But I am in agreement with you.
If Geb or Jing was chosen first, like, did we choose a Jing Wei into a Geb?
No, I think they chose Gavin to Jingwei because that's what Demonic likes to do.
I don't think it matters that much. Like Jin can just kill everyone else.
Well, the reason why you do it is because like you only can really do no damage to
getting
him.
everything on her. There's the Isadal trying to disengage. Geb doing some 360s, getting some space, and he's still slapping. Jingwei has the ult, and Bari teleported left side. It was all a bait as both dual laners will fall. Purple will be secured. And not too much happening on the right side, just overall a big loss for Zundel and the boys.
Yeah, that's just a big bailout coming out from the Bari. Really good rotation, using the teleporter to come up left. One of the best things I think they ever added to Smite. You know, they added so much to Smite 2, it's like not even the same game anymore. So many relics, so many...
The cripple, the beads, not enough. Hunbat's trying to come in for the cleanup. There's the stun batch, hits the 3. Jumps, hits the RDO, Daji will land the chains, the 2, the 3, and the 1 for the shutdown. Somehow onto the Hunbats, who's only 2 and 1, but okay.
Yeah,
Good shutdown on the RDO.
Yeah, you get a definitely good shutdown on the RDO. They also get a shutdown on the Hunbats because they got that kill before the RDO. But that's like the one thing about Hunbats too. It's like it's the benefit of going stun bats, and then the disappointment of not going stun bats. You got that stun, you get 1 kill, but maybe if you go stun bats, you might do a little bit more damage to both of them, and now you're killing RDO and Daji.
Oh, Geb is in there, knocked up for half his health bar, still slinging on the Jingwei, trying to throw autos around the wall, decides he's had enough. Still trade going to Jingwei, and of course, Ritual going to Order side now.
Gold is dead even right now. That's good for Shoguns.
Yeah, I was gonna say, despite them just getting the Ritual and being up 7-2, you know, it is basically a dead even game gold wise.
I was also gonna say, despite Jingwei, instead of going Devos, she opted out for the Lernian, because I know a lot of ADCs are going Devos right now.
He doesn't see. He's
we saw Jin
banned.
outbox Geb 8 minutes in. Like imagine what she could do 40 minutes in. Like,
Just Geb went Devos.
Yeah.
Quick chart time. Wow,
this guy
Bari
will
is
do
up
more
there.
the entire game. Yeah.
Still close in XP, just 500 gold. Not bad. Dealing with a lot of pushers, trying to make sure they don't lose a lot of tower and pressure around the map, but
yeah,
all is quiet for a while.
Nat20 is in a good spot because Zenith likes to make these rotations proactively to objectives, whether it be mid ritual or Gold Fury. He likes to make calls and rotate, and he's got a 2-level lead on the Kobrakan right now, so that is an impending storm for Nat20.
Yeah, I mean, that's where most of their lead is right now, is actually coming out of that solo lane, but it looks like we get another fight.
Disarm Daji out of her ult, but she still gets enough and gets to kill the Hunbats because of that. There's the beads out of the Merlin. For some reason, not just running away, and Bari did not have a ball to slam on his head. Spirit Bomb almost got him as Kobrakan just got Zenith for some reason. Holy,
that's an
action
big kill
everywhere.
from Muzi.
Very big kill coming out of Muzi, and then here we are again. I mean, you said they got all this fighting going on, but they're still only 1k behind. So, this game's still reachable, and now it's even more reachable as you have Gunshow, Muzi soloing what's his name, Zenith.
Yeah.
Oh boy, the big underclassman showing his senior sensei what's up. You'll love to see it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think that RDO might be in a little bit of trouble in that lane. Cab now has Pendulum Blade online, which is a big power spike for him, and she doesn't have Shell. She has Sunder. So, you know, if Muzi gets a good trade-off and gets his ult on him, then he might just be cooked, to be honest.
I also think
That's
Musi
the
did kind
third
of.
gank in a row. Holy. Oh, missed the monkey. Daji's
Hey,
trying
Big
to
Tony.
freaking get some revenge for his solo laner while rocks are up. Yamoja's coming over. Daji thinks better of it. Rocks are up. Gold is up. They could just go straight to gold. You see Zundel hovering over it. He has started it
Those
on the
hitting
right
it.
side,
Yeah, he
left
has
side. If you
started it.
see, lost most of its HP. Rocks have been traded. Jing sees it now, but is the only one for 20 seconds. We'll see if they decide to stick it. Hunbat's jumping right on top of Jing Wei. Ulting away, does not want any of it. Trying to save HP for the upcoming fight. You see Daji teleporting left side. Now 4 people are all coming over. Same with the RDO. Woozy Clan deciding to stay. It's going to be a 50-50 at the end of the day. Big ults coming out. Oh, huge damage onto the Hunbats and Gevin the back end. Princess Bari has destroyed the Gold Fury, making it 1-1 apiece. Almost a great pull, but they kind of just staggered themselves constantly. They didn't commit. They let it reset, and I think that was honestly why they lost it. I think they could have gotten that gold if they just committed sooner.
I mean, that's one of the big things in Smite right now is like these Gold Furies and these Pyromancers are so non-tanky. They only have 4,000 to 5,000 health, as you see right now, as they just burn this objective. You have all 5 people rotate to an objective, and they kill it before the team can even rotate. When you're sitting there playing Smite right now, if these teams are sitting there trying to pull objectives or 1 or 2 people, all you have to do is hover around, and once your team rotates in, they're not going to have the burn to go ahead and complete. They're taking on unnecessary poke, and then your team overall is just going to rotate in and most likely kill them.
Yeah,
Somebody
you know,
remind me if regrowth does Cab heal? I
yeah,
don't
he
think
does.
Cab healed.
He heals on
Okay.
his refraction shield on his 2.
Good to know. Oh my gosh, out of the woodwork, straight into the Jingwei, beats and dashes away. Geb thinks this is a solo bolo in the making. Does not get the knockup, but will still shield, and it's a kill for the Geb. You hate to see it. A lot of time to now split push this free T1 tower, but will back up as Daji was on the left side. Zenith getting ran at by the Kabrakan again. We won't see another solo, but Hunbat still thinks there's stuff to play for out here. Not even waiting for the minions. Now he is in there, and it's just a beautiful play, but Hunbat's going to finish it with an overhead smash. What a great gank and beautiful play from the Kabrakan.
Yeah, that's
Looks
kind of
like,
what I spelled out earlier. You know, the RDO is going to be in trouble over there without Phantom Shell. Now that Cab has Pendulum Blade online and the Boombas, he just has infinite cooldowns, basically. It's just going to be a tough lane for him going forward.
Yeah, for those just joining us, this is game 1 of Hold That Thought. Yamoja and Joshipu gonna have to make a quick escape. Daji not going to let it happen. Bariel and Dajiel, but the beats are enough! And he walks
W
out
Joshipu,
triumphantly.
my goat.
W Joshi. Yeah, if you're just joining us, this is supposedly game 1. I don't think they forfeited them, even though it took 26 minutes. And Muzi is still on Gunshow, so it should just be, it should just be fine. We see he's on Tiamat, we see he's on Gunshow. He's got like 2 accounts. So honestly, I don't know what's happening. Someone should ask the admins after.
Doesn't have
but
2 accounts. It's 2 different people.
I think there's just multiple people with
He's
the name
still on
musician.
Gunshow. This is just game 1, and Muzi is vibing, I guess.
All that matters
Look, man,
is that this is an
I yap
official
words.
sanctioned match, as we have another fight coming
Oh
in.
my gosh, and he just got eviscerated. No beads for the E-set. Definitely should be the target pretty much every fight for the Chaos side. I mean, unless he gets a team beats or something, he's kind of just going to get rolled like that constantly. You've got Yamoja knockup, Geb knockups, the Hunbats 2 and 4. Like, ooh boy.
I mean, that's the strength of Hunbats. You have the big CC coming out of his ult, the big CC coming out of his 2. I think Hunbats Stunbats right now is actually in a really good spot. I know some people don't like it, but I think either or Stunbats and regular Stunbats or regular bats is really good. It's just that you have to play them a little bit different from each other.
Yeah, Whalmer gets upset anytime I pick stun bats, so...
I'm sorry, bro, but we've tried it like 10 games, and we've maybe won 1, okay? It's time
Oh yeah,
to put the
I'm starting to think
away.
it's Bun Seth. Low-key, like...
It's not buns, it's just
I
like
was
you
an
don't have
advocator
early
of it,
pressure
more
on
CC
it.
is good.
I think you just,
Yeah.
it depends on the team comp, whether
Well,
you need
except
the damage or
we
the
only win
CC.
games where you have pressure, let's be honest.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, the thing
yeah.
is we play a lot of, like, scaling picks, like, especially in duo, like, we'll play, like, a Jing or, like, a Kepri, like, so or, like, a low-pressure duo lane, and then, like, stun bats is, like, low pressure, so it's just, like, we're just, like, I think we just get behind early when we do those kinds of comps.
Bracken
But
misses the ult, unfortunately gets turned on by the same duo that's been killing him all game. Dodge, he wasn't get up in time. Geb, the critinator is there. Now Merlin dashing in, changes the fire stance, but doesn't throw the 2 in time, so there's no protection shred for the Geb. I think they could have killed there, but now they're trying to defend the Naga. It's half HP. Hunbat's in the back, has to force the beads to jump away, but Geb is in there, thinks he's going to 1v3. There's Bariel very early, but pumps a lot of damage. There's the big monkey ult. ESET using Stampede. But there's the shield came out early. A huge emoji wall will catch all 3. ESET is down. The other one is down too. And now Ardio has to crawl away as Jing has been split pushing this whole time. It's not all for naught. But Queen Naga, a huge buff to lose as she is going to get the T1 and T2 in exchange for Naga. And Kabrakan seems to want a little more but will not be able to catch in time. Naga goes the way of chaos, but wow, that was a huge emoji wall, bro. Shout out Joshi. The stocks are up.
And
We love
here's the
Josh's
strength.
emoji.
And I mean, I think this is where the Geb really strives. You know, you have that really good mobility coming out of the Geb, able to put you in like situations where any other ADC really wouldn't be able to be at. You have a crit. Your 2 also crits, which is amazing, and you're just able to burst somebody up with your ult plus your 3, and especially that agility relic. Without agility relic, Geb is really homeless. But I think this Nat20 team needs to start kind of trying to focus out this Geb when he's coming into these fight slate. Maybe try to CC him since he doesn't have that extra relic to survive.
We saw the gold go the way of Zundel and the boys again. Unfortunately, Kabrakan ult will be missed. Pyro was traded out, and now the beacon, the sole objective left on the map other than Fire Giant itself, being very heavily contested. Kabrakan's going in, forces the beads off the Jingwei. Daji is in the air, pulls the Kabrakan. Bariel coming out, Hunbat's ult coming out. They have chosen ESET as the target once again. Geb will find it in the backline, but he's now in the middle of 4. He's going to ult his way out, but now they're still on him. He's trying to outtrade the Jing, and he finds it. There's the Yamocha ult to capture the ESET, and it's a 3-4-2 at the end of this bloodbath. Yamocha still trying to throw some damage away. Big shutdowns, big gold swings, and of course, the big minions are coming next. Wow, bro, this is a banger.
And there you are again, the Geb sitting there 1v4, just boxing it out.
Criminal.
Maybe if his team gets there a little bit sooner, they're killing all of them, and the next thing that they're trying to do is the Fire Giant. I think this team, Gunshow team needs to go ahead and start rolling out with this Geb and start all in with him.
Yeah, I think they need to be a lot more forward.
Yeah, they really need to get on this Geb. I'm sure that's what they're thinking as well, obviously. But, you know, this Daji, I think, like, we need to just, like, burn this Geb's ult with Daji ult or something, so he has no CC immunity, and then he's just, like, a sitting duck completely. But he needs to be, like, prioritized for sure.
Yeah, Daji's looking at this Hunbats in every fight, bro.
Yeah, we need to be on the Geb, I think.
Brawlers is really good.
Daji.
I think you should be building Brawlers. I build
on
Brawlers.
Daji, though, knock up. There's the forced ult out of Jingwei, but doesn't see the Monkey Man is on the way. Gets turned around. There's the knock-up. Can't dash, but there's Bari and ESET for the save, and it turns to be a kill.
Bait.
Bari is the master baiter, bro. You heard it here first. Killed Zundel and lived to tell the tale. Now they're looking to push mid and maybe get this T1. There's a lot of standing gold in the mid and right towers still. Still an even game, though. Like 500 gold.
Zundel was a little slow to turn around on the Jingwei there, and maybe, once again, if he wasn't that stun bats, we'd have a kill on that Jingwei, and looks like they're pulling fire off of it.
They got the left tower. Geb is split pushing instead of grouping, but there are 3 members who still believe this is their Fire Giant ESET ult coming down. Yamoja wall to block off any damage. The Fire Giant goes the way of Nat20. Kabrakan will pay for the sins of the team. The beads of Yamoja is used, but it's not going to be enough as Daji will secure the kill. 2 kills in a Fire Giant. A split pushing Geb that only Jingwei has gone to defend leaves the minions pushing in, but now it looks like the right T2 has been decided as the play and the action to be taken. Hunbat's kind of just merry-go-rounding in the jungle. Merlin looks like he wants to go 1v3. We'll see what they do. As this first tower will fall, Geb looks like he still wants to kill this Jingwei, but will he be able to get on her is the question. He's in there. ESET died to tower, unfortunately. Geb getting knocked up, and Jingwei is critting him out. It's the battle of the critsters, and Geb is unfortunately losing. The others are coming behind him, and Jing can just fast TP on him if
Yeah.
he's not careful.
I'll just say, like,
Yeah.
dude, get passive does not matter when we're 20 minutes in. Jing just one-shots everyone.
True.
Yeah, and
She'll
I mean,
one-shot Geb too.
we're to the point in the game where, you know, I don't know if Gunshow didn't have wards or if the call wasn't made to have everyone group around this fire, but you got Nat20 grouping around this fire at 19 minutes and they're burning it in 5 seconds, you know? I think Gunshow needs to start grouping up and being at these objectives a little bit more. Maybe they need to take that initiative and try to pull one of these objectives, especially with the big burst and burn that they have coming out of the Merlin and Geb. Definitely think that's something that they would be able to do as we're trading objectives here at 21 minutes into the game.
Another golden pyro trade and a T1 in favor of Gunshow Shoguns, trying to take some of the enemy jungle as well. Jing is the first in there. We love to see the ADCs frontlining, maybe not for their health bars, but for the pure passion in the game. Artio trying to go into Umoja. They think she's out of position. Dashi is in the air. Hunbat's all trying to peel. Umoja has to force ult, trying to get through her own wall, but cannot make it. Dashi ult will secure the kill. And now it looks like they're going to push mid and get some extra standing gold themselves. 16-12 and only 800 gold settles the score between them.
I'm just wowed right now. Like, I really wasn't expecting that Daji ult to really hit. Once I saw the Yemo use her 3, I really thought the Yemo was out of there. I thought the Daji ult really didn't have enough space to come out and pull her in like that. And it looks like Humbats doesn't have ult for the way he's positioning here. They might try to defend mid.
Let's see. It looks like what we got 75 seconds left on fire. We got every single tower down except for Phoenix's. Gold Fury is down. I think Nat20 probably just backs up here, plays safe, and sets up for the next fire giant. I'm sure that's what they're looking to do.
This is dead even though. Like, I can't believe this. Same jungler level, same mid level. You've got a 2-level lead in solo, but like, let's be honest, that doesn't really matter. There's a 1-level lead in ADC. 1k gold separating, 2 golds apiece. Like, who boy? Jing is out of position though. She does have ult and beads. Geb is gonna
Okay,
try and
suppose
force
everyone
something
looked-
out of her. Our quick 500 crit. Hunbats is ready to go over the wall. Kabrakan is also going super high up. There is Jing Wei. And it's not going to be enough. Yeah, the slow and ult out of both of them just to make sure they secure the kill. 47 seconds, though, is not going to be in time to do fire. They would need another kill to really get that timer going.
Not gonna lie, next game I really would like to see Control Alt IE really play something real aggressive. I think this Jingwei right now kind of isn't working for him. It looks like he's been sitting here trying to like hit a certain power spike that he's want to hit the whole game. 23 minutes into the game, we're still pushing up waves and left. And it looks like this Jingwei is just struggling a little bit from like his perspective. I really like when I'm playing Jingwei, I really like a hi-rez build and like a rage build. It looks like he's opting for Demon Blade Deathbringer build, going for a little bit more attack speed, but I think he loses a little bit power coming off that.
I think he needs hi-rez.
Yeah, I think
rage
Rage is better as well.
I think you have to get hi-rez
good, but
Rage.
I think you need
I
10,
agree.
right? Like,
I think it's the same thing going with this Geb. If this Geb was going hi-rez Rage, he would be one-shotting everybody in the game right now.
Yeah, you literally,
Yeah.
isn't his 3 the same as Nem3 with Aspect? It just insta goes on. It's like free auto reset.
I don't know, Hydra is
yes.
so good, but you
And
need
then
10.
his 2 crits too. So like your 2 hits for fucking 800, and
It
then your crit
does?
being you're hitting for his
Yeah.
2 crits.
No wonder
So it hits
though,
for
he keeps killing you.
1600.
Holy!
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It will hit if you're a backliner. It will hit you for 1600
Yeah.
if he crits.
Holy.
Yeah, Rage
the
is
Hydra
definitely the
auto on
play.
top of
I hard agree.
Yeah, I do want to
Especially
see
on
it.
these 2 characters who are just auto-canceling everything. I think Demon Blade's kind of pointless.
Yeah, also, like,
It's like way worse.
this is infinite stacking, no? Still?
I mean, yeah.
Yes,
But-
it's still
Geb,
really good.
Geb is,
I
like,
think
if
it's
this goes to 40 minutes, like, Geb is just going to continue to be
No, I mean,
stronger than Jing.
It's such a small amount. No,
Yeah,
Jing will snowball way harder than Geb.
Yeah.
Not with this build. Not with the build, no. Not with the
Yeah.
build. With the
I was
learning,
gonna say,
no.
with the build, I don't know. But
And
maybe.
especially with Geb having his 2-3, this Jingwei will never outbox Geb without Hydras.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Every...
like once Jing has Hydras, like I don't know, her 2 is 3 abilities. That's so
Alright,
good.
well,
The question
every
is
objective is
can
up.
Geb get close to Jingwei?
Yeah, can Geb
Yeah,
get
he
close
has
to
to be, like,
anybody?
extremely close.
Blink onto Bari. There's the Beats Force. He didn't even have to ult, but he's jumping into no man's land. Has to ult himself now to get away. And a Bari ult trade, honestly, I'm okay with that. There's no free Aegis to get you out of a sticky situation from the Bari. So, honestly, I'm okay with that. His ult is going to be up sooner than hers. But
Yeah, and
every
also
objective is
Traded
up on the map.
relics.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think if Humbat sleeps towards his team, he doesn't have to waste his ult. But
I agree.
overall, it's still a winnable trade.
True.
Especially with the
Beacon
big
now.
Bari ult down for the team fight, saving everyone.
Yeah, Beacon down now, 50-10 in the score. Definitely would be huge for the pushers. A lot of open Phoenixes on the Gunshow side, so you'd love to have
Looks like
those as
Humbat hasn't
Nat20.
reset.
Hunbats is not really reset. He is hovering left side. You see Daji matching. Everybody else frontlining. Looks like Eastside is the target again. No beads, no ever anything. This is just the freest kill they'll always have. I'm not gonna lie, I need my Asinus to get beads. We're kind of trolling as a double pull from Daji grabs 2 beads. But again, it might be too little too late. There's just not enough. There's no front line really now. And I mean, if Ardio's gonna get picked the same way with no beads, like it's just a tough battle. So it looks like Gunshow will win the Beacon fight and are looking at a Pyromancer, but it is definitely defendable for Nat20. We'll see how they choose to position and attack this.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
the power of Kabrakan right there. Kabrakan's gonna step up every single fight and look for that E-set.
No
He's gonna try to stun the
way,
E-set.
There's no way. He just stole it
Crazy
with
Yeah.
a
Bari
single one.
one.
You saw, bro. That one was
Crazy
going Mach
Bari
2.
one.
What are we doing?
Vroom,
way.
vroom.
Holy. Well,
Jing's
free bomb
soloing
for them,
gold.
I guess. Jing is
So he can't
soloing
even
gold,
do it.
but they know
He has
about it,
4
which is why
items.
they've
They
started
have
fire.
vision, yeah.
Jing is now
Yeah,
coming
Deadly
over. It
bomb.
seems they're not okay with that gold for fire trade, but here's the free pendulum blade. Kabrakan double one!
This cab
Murray
looks
can't do
invincible.
anything. An immediate
one
stun
kills
lock,
Cab.
and Merlin does not do enough damage to the tanks as he went totem. But now Kabrakan is going to wall the Ardia. We've seen this so much this game, where the non-beads characters are just getting constantly caught out, and there are so many on the side of Nat20, and with no team beats in sight, hopefully this is finally one from Asinus. I mean, it might be a little too little too late. This is going to be a huge fire giant for the side of Gunshow. It's going to be a lot of standing gold. It's going to be camps. It's going to be the pushers. Like, this is massive for them. Of course, let's not underestimate the gold buff. It's going to be on 3 Phoenixes on the side of Gunshow. So if they ever get a single chance to push uncontested, Nat20 will win the game, but I don't know. Oh, gold over fire? I still want the fire giant. We see 5 of them on the right side deciding now is the time to get their standing gold. They are going to grab this first tower. Jing is coming.
Yeah, man.
Ferendum is coming. Zenith in 6, but it's all they're going to take for now.
I mean, I really dislike that idea from Control Alt IE there. I don't know if it was a team call or what the deal is, but you know they had 1 down from that fight in mid earlier on the beacon, and then to send your ADC over to gold side, it's just a free fire giant. It's simply not worth it 9 times out of 10, in my opinion. You know, Nat20 did a similar thing against us. They traded fire or gold for fire, and it didn't work out for them then. And you know, we'll see if it works now, but. You know, not my favorite call, to be honest.
I think people just know like the backdoor aspect. If you're trading like especially when you have towers up, trading the gold fury for fire giant is just not worth it overall. Because at the end of the day, your team's gonna back. But one thing I wanted to say is that this Nat20 team early in the game was doing a really good job grouping around these objectives, and it looks like as we get later into the game, they kind of want to like stall, and they're walking into these fights one by one and not really like fully grouped, and it looks like they're just getting punished for all of it, as I think we saw Humbat's ult there.
Humbat's ulted, and he got beads and bloodbound out of Bari, as there are 4 in left lane trying to push, but Humbat's wants the standing gold. This is going to be the big momentum shifter, I think. Unless they, you know, just walk out of here, there's going to be a lot of death, and either one team's going to be really happy or one team's going to be sad. I think they're going to full send it. I don't think there's any shot that Gunshow just walks away.
The Jing went Kens. That was Giga Troll. I could just have Hydras right now.
We are cooking. Also, I like my Merlin is 9k damage, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but we need Opshark and we need Blue Cell. Anyway, Bari's decided to match the Hunbats in mid lane. Hunbats is now going on him, just took half his health bar for no reason, trying to poke out the Bari. I think they need to just stick one lane or just go get Pyro. Like, keep expanding your lead, which is only 1k. Of course, a Phoenix would be great right now, but I mean, it's maybe not the most realistic, and since the score is so close, it's a really easy defense for the side of Nat20. I mean, Mariel just goes insane. You pull somebody with Daji ult. So they are deciding to go Pyro, but we need something to break open. I think it's going to be EFG, honestly. I thought this was going to be a decider shift. I thought there was no way Gunshow just walks away here, but I was wrong. They decided to walk away and get the Pyro Bomb, which will help them secure the EFG, which honestly, maybe it's just an EFG type of game. Also, he went Shell. We still have no team beads for the E set, the Bari, the Daji, or the Artio. Hello? I think we're trolling. I'll be the one to say it. Like, I'm sorry.
Wait, who went show?
E set instead of team beats for instead of
For
team
the
beats. I don't know.
Daji
Well-
for his own jungle?
Well, I think he means for like Hunbats and stuff.
Like they've got
but
Unbats ult and like I don't know.
He's
yeah,
a
I
personal
mean,
beats for himself.
yeah, I mean,
Shell helps with Cabrakan ult. Like he's been just Cabrakan ulting them and they die, but I don't know.
That's why he wants it. It's because he's been struggling. Kabrakan's always gonna look for him because he doesn't have shell. He's gonna walk up to him. He's gonna one him, and he goes, "Hey, you silenced me. I don't care. You don't silence my autos."
Big black banana. Yo.
And he kills her.
Yeah.
All right, well, Fire is up in 67, so Gold is up in 10. I think they're just going to take their chances on the Gold, make sure that now the enemy Phoenixes are going to be all exposed, which it might be the first time with this new mechanic of, the Gold buff staying, that every Phoenix in the game has been debuffed at the same time. You see the response from Nat20 coming out. Cabrakan already used, but he's getting 4-manned as they were trying to kill ESET, but that is not the target you want when you're split up, and now Daji trying to ult people, but really only hit the Cabrakan and force his beads. They thankfully got Oracle, so they'll know if Gunshow wants to pull, but it is a 4v5, and as you see, Nat20 now deciding this is the time to pull, this is the time to set up and try to push the Gold back in our favor.
Hey, Banana.
And I mean,
4K, 3K, Yamoja ult, 2K, 1K, and it's going to go to the Merlin, and it's going to be a big Princess Bariel to keep the team alive, as unfortunately Demonic is going to get killed, and Daji there's the pre-beats, trying to teleport onto somebody, sees the free kills, there's the Hunbats, Merlin is up next, he screws up the day, win sprite, and he's going to get popped like a sit, and it's 14 seconds before Muzi is up. There's Yamoja going to go and bubble away. Daji is in there. They're trying to combo. They're trying to get her, but I think she's just going to live. Now it's the middle Phoenix. They have minions. There's nobody up for 40 seconds. 30 seconds, sorry.
This is just so unfortunate. Like, this Cabrakan has been doing so well in these team fights. He's been doing everything that he's been wanting to do. And his team's been following up great, and they're doing the same thing every fight. And the Cabrakan walks up this time, and he's just by himself. So the enemy team's prepared because this Cabrakan's been doing the same thing in every single team fight, and they're just gonna turn on him. But it looks like we have a fire pole coming out of the order team.
Not just a fire pull, but an EFG, Davey. This is the big game decider. I'm pretty sure it's got like a 60, 70, maybe even 80% win rate out of this buff. It is enormous. As you see, Daji getting a double pull with 1-1. Cabrakan is going to be got. There's the Yamoja wall up, trying to buy some time, but it's going to be spent, and it's going to go the way of the Gunshow Shoguns. 2 will fall. Oh my gosh, Nat20 has gotten dagger, but there is EFG on 3 members. Unfortunately, it doesn't mean they're going to have a good fight, but that is huge for delaying the game. They'll take their consolation prize in the Pyromancer. They'll take the beacon, but wow, what an EFG steal. I believe from the monkey that got it at the end, but I could be wrong.
It was demonic. It was demonic.
It was demonic.
Okay.
And this game's kind of reminded me of a game of my own versus FA. Our first game going into the week, it was a 2-1 game. We ended up winning, but Rudolph 6-7 Goon era 6-7.
6-7.
No, I'm banning this guy, bro. I'm sorry. There's no way.
He had a really good fire giant steal while I was split pushing the map, and we ended up winning the game off that. But let's see if Gunshow can go ahead and do anything with this EFG while their backline and I'd say they're one of their dive, a backliner and a supporter will have this EFG.
Yeah, man, a Hail Mary play from Gunshow there. I mean, bare
Look
minimum.
at the gold,
that's-
by the way.
I
It's
know.
within like 40. That is
Yeah,
crazy.
I
man.
think the game's been even this whole game. I think the
Look
game's
at
literally
this,
been like
bro.
1K
It's been
different
2K massive.
the whole
2K
game.
massive. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
Yeah, it's like
bare minimum. Bare minimum. That really stabilized the game for
25.
Gunshow. I mean,
25
that
gold difference.
Cab
they've
is
got
popping off.
13.
they've got
Mari's popping
EFG on 3, and it's their jungle and their mid. So I mean, it's not just like they're 2 tanks with EFG. So this is a really good opportunity for Gunshow to stabilize the game here. Honestly, they can make a strong play for this next Gold Fury as well.
I can't lie
I don't know
though.
if you've seen a support with EFG. They don't take damage. They just
Yeah, no, they heal.
alive
It's like
permanently.
60 HP5 or something, HPS, whatever it is nowadays. But okay, finally we've got a Magi's big dubs. You'll love to see it from the homie Asinus. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about is like Geb has 26k damage. You know, he doesn't have EFG. The rest of us, 17k has it, 16k has it. So like our damage for fights, our damage
Jay
for
got
objective
fight.
pulls, we are doing a Phoenix race, and it looks like Nat20 is not even prepared
Holy
for this.
shit, base race.
Oh my
Base
gosh,
race,
it might be a base race. They're
base
deciding to
race,
retreat.
base
No,
race.
they've canceled their backs. Now it's only Hunbat.
Shoguns
Do
are
they
gonna
know
end
this?
here.
It's a base
Shogun-
race. It's a base race, and they've chickened
winning.
out. They're running to now defend it.
Oh, they're
Hunbat's
backing
is
out. Yeah, they're
trying
backing
to
out.
hold them
Oh,
all
that's a
away.
good
But now
Matt
there's
Soul.
the
Team
East
Team Zero.
Marlon's getting blown up. Kabrak is trying to 1v3. Hunbats is in the backline. Daji is ulting in now. Hunbats has to run away. There's the Yamocha ult and the East ult. But down goes Barry. Big Dagger is now finally onside the Geb. But he's going to 1v3 in the backline.
They're gonna
Geb is
lose
now
now.
monstering on them. There's 3 kills just
Oh
from the
my
Geb alone.
God.
A triple
Oh,
kill.
oh.
All for Zundel. But the Titan is exposed. The Titan is half. The mid is coming up. And we did not get a Phoenix of our own. Is this EFG enough with 4 members to go run it down in mid? Gep wants the Dashi really badly, waiting for the roll up, but instead is just going to go for the Jing. Jing all down, Jing rolling away. Yamocha cannot find the stun. Now, Gep is still hunting. There are still 2 in Kabrakan and Yamocha looking for the stragglers left. Dashi will not back in time. Kabrakan is going to follow her, make sure she cannot defend. It is Jing
Oh, wow.
alone for 20 seconds, and he finds her with the
Oh,
ult.
no.
This is gonna be
Catastrophic
over.
as he is going to
Oh
die.
my
I
god.
think
Game
you are
over.
right. My co-casters and couch fam are correct. There is the fire stance. Jingwei going to crit, but it's not going to be enough. There's the dagger
He's
from
doing a
Geb.
lot.
4 seconds, 3
Oh.
seconds,
Oh,
2,
I
1.
mean-
Ferendum is up. 3 seconds till Asinus. Is it enough?
It's
over.
Nope.
It's
EFG.
over.
We almost had a base race for the ages, but they thankfully, to Hunbatz's and Zundel's heroics, were able to get the enemy team away. Holy cow, what a game.
I mean, I have to be thinking what this Gunshow team is like. I can't believe it. Last week, they're sitting there playing for their lives to go ahead and move on to this next round. They were base racing a 3v3 and they backdoored and won the game last week from a 2-1. This week now they're deciding if they want to go ahead or base race, or if they go ahead and should take the back. And they make the right decision. They back, they wipe the team, and they're the ones with the victory on their screen.
Wow, I mean,
holy.
that was a massive Hunbat's ult from Zundel. I think he feared their whole team. I think it bought
He
just
feared
enough
5
time.
people. He
Oh,
feared
yeah.
all 5.
Yeah.
Got beats, got Magi's, and his Geb came in and just rolled.
Yeah.
Can I pull up my own stream?
I mean,
I
on top
want
of
to
that, you
show
have
it.
the
Let's get
Yemo
some
ult coming
replays.
out. The Yemo ult comes out right there and separates the team. You have Jingwei picking off. I don't remember who it was because there was so much going on at the time. You have Jingwei picking someone off on the left side, Yemo, while Bracken is sitting zoning off 2 people on the right side. It was actually amazing.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
really
Banan.
well played by Gunshow. Demonic
Or-
actually fried that
doing?
whole team, bro. Holy
great.
hell.
Yeah. Okay, here. I'm pulling up my own stream. Let me see if I can share my whole screen. I don't know if that's a thing. How do I do this in OBS? But wow, like it was literally dead even for the whole game, and then just at the end, wow, it was just at the end. We got an EFG. We almost had a base race, and it just, oh my gosh. Okay, let me join
Wait,
the
Shogun's
next
on with
lobby.
2 subs? What the fuck?
2 subs, by the way. 2.
Yeah.
Looking like us last week. We got some gamers. Legacy Unknown, Snatty. We got
All right. Look at this.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
hold on. Let me
Werewolf
change
production.
stream.
Fire him. This is why his roles
main.
got taken away.
What do you mean, bro? Yeah, what do you mean by that? All right, here. Look at this. Look at this. We almost had a base race. Oh, I'm so bad at this, bro. I hate it here.
Oh.
Where's the stand base? Here's the base race. Here's the almost base race. And we're just gonna sit here and enjoy. They almost went for it. They decide no. They hit it. Realize that they're not gonna get there in time. Zundel calls them back. Hits a 5-man ult, gets beads, gets
Oh
speeds,
my
gets
God.
Magi's. Eset ult calling for the end. Bari ult calling for the end. Daji in the middle of 5 trying to get them. Zundel going to be the one who dies, but Geb is just 1v2ing in the back left. And of course, Eset is just all alone. Finally, in comes the Daji, but
Yeah.
it's not enough. Ardio falls. Geb gets a triple kill. And they just could not regroup. They could not defend. Daji gets picked out. And of course, they end at the EFG, which not even to mention, they stole EFG. Like, Hudbats came in there and just, like, rocked it, didn't he?
One thing
Yes.
Hunbats, it was demonic.
My
Demonic.
bad. So, yeah,
He's
it was the
stolen.
3 people. Here comes Demonic. Here comes Music Clan. Here comes Joshy Poo.
Dude, I think Cav hard carried this low key. This guy was the
Music
guy.
Clan definitely gets my player of
He
the game.
had
His
some.
pick was so beautiful. Don't look at that
Yeah,
part,
I mean,
but
they definitely
yeah.
he had some definitely good plays.
Here's Demonic,
and
throws one auto and just gets it and kills the Ardio in the same auto. Gets the EFG that eventually ends the game for them. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. That is the smite we come for. That is not Baba's Kitchen. That is Babylon Smite League. I mean, we did that too.
Mhm.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
I
but
did.
like,
That is Baba's style of play right there, bro. Fucking down to the wire, nail biter, like come back at the last second type wins, bro. That was a Baba's victory right there.
that was a Baba's victory. But yeah,
it looks like we
okay.
got a new player in here.
We've got some new players, some new faces. We even got some more people on the couch cast. Thank you all for joining me. But I gave my flowers, of course, to Kabrakin. I thought his pick was phenomenal. He always, was just getting everybody in the E set dodgy. People didn't have jumps, forcing Jingwei out. He's got my player of the match. Aladoro, who would you give your player of the match to?
Well, I mean, it's got to go to Demonic, right? At the end of his performance at the end of that game, man, stealing EFG obviously really stabilized the game for them, and then at the end there, following up on the Zundel 5-man Hunbat ult. I mean, he absolutely just melted the enemy team. And yeah, it's just got to be Demonic. But I was really surprised and impressed by the way their team performed as a whole. Musi filling in solo, he played really well on Cab, and even Self
We are
Smite's
good
Epic,
whenever
he
y'all
played
are.
admirably. So very well
Hi,
played from them.
Tony.
Awesome, Luke. Do you have a player of the match?
What?
I was
Hi.
gonna give it to Cab.
Fuck you,
I just wanna
Maisie.
say, like,
Ah!
I think he's
Holy
just.
loud.
I think he's the best carry in the div. Maybe Yake contests him. I don't know, but Demonic is just so fucking good. He'll just always play good. But
Davey?
yeah, I think Cab.
Okay.
I mean,
Davey?
it's very hard to give it to one person. A lot of people did their jobs there. I mean, you definitely don't win that game unless Demonic steals fire. You don't win that game unless Zundo gets a 5-man ult coming out to defend the Titan. You don't win that game unless Musician is sitting there running down this E-set, taking her out of the fight, one of the most important gods to peel your backline. I mean, there's so many reasons why you just can't really choose one person. And in that fact, I mean, I really don't think it was just like one deciding factor for somebody to win. I really can't give it to one person this game.
You respect it. All right. Well, we are in game 2 seeing a lot of similar bans as game 1. I think the On Her was there. I think there was an Aladdin, but I could be wrong.
Oh, I think
Odin.
I think Joshi had that one ult that like low-key saved them the game at that one point, where he saw the 3 people and it like kind of brought him back a little bit. I remember one ult just being insane.
I mean, he had a lot of insane ults. Where one where
Yeah.
Kabrakan ulted somebody, forced, I think it was Eset Shell, and then Yamoja just walled everybody, and they got triple kill from it. So, I mean, his Yamoja was insane. The Shaw first pick, a kind of, I think, controversial in the community right now. I could be wrong, but the Shaw solo is like cooking jungle. I haven't really seen as much success. Support,
It's good in
I've seen
support as well.
some, but like I don't know. Where do we think this is going, boys?
I
Oh,
mean,
it's like
some people love it,
Support.
some people hate it.
it's 1,000% going to Zenith and solo.
Oh
I can
wait,
tell
yeah.
you that
Yeah.
right
Hey,
now.
let's not have a remake, bro. Let's not be switching relics again, dog. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Zenith really likes this pick in solo. It's extremely strong in solo. I've been playing it a bit myself recently in solo. It's got a week early, I would say, but once you get like your first item or so online, it is absolutely brain dead busted. That is like as much as I could say about it. It is like free wins if you like scale into the late game. It's such good setup for your team, and you do insane amounts of damage. It's very, very strong.
Yeah, I watched Starry play it. We've played it once because I'm a big Naja enjoyer. I just don't really like her in Smite 2, so I told Starry that he's gonna have to play it if we want to play it. But he played it and actually wiped the floors with Nat20. I mean, like,
Yeah.
he was doing everything. He was half hitting frontliners. He was half lining backliners. He was sitting there setting up in fights. It does a lot, and
Oh,
I
it's
think
so
that
strong.
is very underrated. But I was also gonna say I also think Sobek is really good right now. I think there's someone that can get free poke, be really aggressive, has an execute, has peel, has engage, has survivability. I mean, there's nothing that Sobek doesn't have right now, and I think he is a perfect pick for the meta. And then on top of that, we have a Hercules that is just going to be in a nuisance and use a CC to run it down. So coming out of this team for I don't know who is on the order side right now, the chaos side, or is it
I
order?
think this is
Order
Nat
side,
20
yeah.
again, and this
Yeah.
is
Out of
this
Nat
is
20, I'm
or sorry,
hoping they're
this
gonna
is Gunshow
choose.
again. This is Nat
Is
20.
it? Okay,
Yeah.
then Gunshow.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they're gonna choose a big bursty mid coming out of Gunshow here. I know Drezzy likes to play around and play some off picks, so we'll see what they'll do.
Cuckoo is
Should note
interesting.
Shoguns are on a very pressured dual lane again. Which is good.
Yeah, they are a heavy beats burn, which is great. You've got a comp that's dedicated to it, but I agree they need like a big burst or a big like oomph mage who's really gonna make the most. Which kind of like Hakate would be great. Hits hard and does like a lot of beats burn, but she's still temporarily disabled, I believe. So trying to think like I mean you could maybe have an Agni, you could maybe have a Poseidon, Zeus you could throw in there if you're confident
I'm
on it,
going
but
him. I'm going Ra. He's gonna play his
you
Ra,
could go
bro.
raw.
Jesse has a crazy Ra, and I think it would be really good here, especially into the Naja. Naja's gonna 3, but it
Oh,
looks like Drezzy is gonna be playing another Hunter.
He's
And this
playing
Achilles
Artemis.
pick, I want you to
Dressy is going
know
Cupid.
that
Okay.
this
Oh, Joyce is going Artemis, I think.
Well,
it
he
looks like
suggested Cupid down here.
But what the
Interesting.
fuck? Dude, Dressy's so wait, no, maybe it's
I was gonna
wait.
love this team.
He
I
is
was
playing
really
Cupid.
gonna like their draft. I think Big Tony's gonna run through everybody now. He has that physical shield. He's gonna run a hybrid build. Big Tony's gonna be unkillable.
Yeah, I mean that is
such a
two
troll. What
two
the
big
fuck?
circle ults with Artemis and Cupid. I mean, obviously,
see.
like you want some, like you said, you want some AOE damage, some burst damage in this comp. But I mean, those are two really good team fight ults with Cupid and Artemis. So we'll see how it plays out.
I wonder if Dreszy ever goes ability based. I don't think so,
Fuck
but
no.
I mean, bro, I would pay to see
he's the
that, bro.
pipe
That
to
would be
do it.
sick as hell, man. If he did ability based Cupid and popped off, bro, dude, that guy's the MVP, man. I don't know what to say. He's the GOAT.
He's gonna go
Who
axe
knows?
strength starter. So
Wow, but
Jesse thinks that they're gonna stomp this team. By the way, it's the only reason why he picked this god.
I can't lie. I'm surprised they even changed it. Like after that first game one, like it was close. Clearly, you got the end in the win.
Cell
Like I'm
Smite
surprised we
Epic
even
did
take
like
Dreszy out.
12k damage.
Okay, well yeah,
I
no,
mean, if they win
that
without
build
Dreszy,
was
they'll
rough,
win
but
with Dreszy. Dreszy's very, very good.
okay.
Yeah. Drezzy played us though. He actually played real mid. Just shows you how much he respects the
Yeah,
team.
Warriors axe Cupid. Thoughts?
I mean, it's
Dressy's
one
been
will
trying.
tag out someone.
What's funny is that Dressy's been trying to get Adora to play like Cupid and shit like that. Dressy's like, why don't you just play Cupid, bro?
Hey, he went Sunder first this time, no ages, so my boy knows W's. He's got the Nachan figured out.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Zenith. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we were past this Boomba's ADC shit. This annoys me.
Well, I mean, it literally helps you
Better,
with
bro.
like doing camps and stuff. I don't like it's
I
golden.
know,
I'm not
I hate it.
surprised.
No, it feels good.
I can't lie.
I hate-
I'd still be going like Bluestone or like Conduit on the nut, but
I've just started going Gilded and Deathstall every game. I just
I
don't
think
care
that
anymore.
ADC is a bait. You should be playing that shit at mid, and if you're playing it in ADC, bye.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
I don't
Trendum's
like it in
nut. I
ADC.
can't lie. I haven't seen Control
When a
IE's
guy, you
one,
want
but
Nut to be able to rotate, and her ult from mid lane allows her to rotate left or right. What are you doing with Nut ult and left? You're standing
Yeah,
still
very
until the team
true.
rotates on you to kill
Ulting
you.
purples.
big
Ulting
wins.
gold berries.
Josh
Yeah, I
is
mean-
gonna fuck in this lane. This is free for him.
I'm surprised he didn't go Bluestone Sobek as well.
I don't know why they picked
I
Apollo.
think we are sleeping on Bluestone way too much. Lucy's already half health. Why does it like float to everybody else, but Nut it just snaps to? What the heck?
Oh, we should know Control Alt IE is like way better at ability based picks. He does not like just like regular carries.
Apollo,
Yeah.
he does he get the level 2? Oh, he did not get the level 2 in time, unfortunately.
I think him playing
but
Nut is a comfort thing.
there's a beads. Ooh, could
Used
not
to be a
land the
Hoot
root
E
3, but
merchant
now
and, like, a
Artemis is
Rama
getting
merchant.
upgraded. Ooh, will not
Smite
fall,
one.
but close. Let's see. The shot
Yeah,
is doing
I
fine.
feel like Nat20. I mean, maybe I'm just not familiar enough with their drafts and stuff. I feel like they're getting away from like what they've done historically in the past. Like you said, Control Alt IE. He's played a lot of ability based hunters this season, and now here he is on new. I don't know if he's I presume he's going auto attack based.
Oh, you don't win
He
this.
played
Yeah.
it against us,
Oh.
and he shit on us
Oof.
before we had Bassoon.
Beads out of Muzi. I mean,
I
that
actually-
Warrior's Axe Sunder is
The
crazy.
power of the passive, baby. You sunder to fucking disappear. Bye. Goodbye.
Yeah. Perk is very strong right now, but if he does have a weakness, it's his like in lane
This Cupid
anyways.
is a
It's
menace.
like
Turn
his
on
Turn on them, they just
uh,
dash. Turn on
it's
the
his
fucking
prior
damn,
level
they
5
just dash.
fight.
They can kill
Yeah.
Achilles here.
We
They're
are
on
not keeping
different
track of
targets.
ability timers, but Nem is not dying. Cuckoo is just juking around. Achilles is finally going to find the kill onto Nem. That's 2 kills. There's the beads. Drezzy could not find the heart bomb onto Achilles. Misses one of them, but still will find the auto. Cuckoo now alone, and here comes Najah from the right lane to clean up. 2 kills already for Najah. 3 on the side of Ferendum. Not Ferendum, sorry. That's the one guy. The Nat20. My bad, bro. I've had a couple drinks, okay?
Is Drizzy going elbow? Any knowers?
I think that's
No,
Lernian.
this is not build into elbow. This is
That's
probably
Lernian.
No, elbow. I said elbow.
What the heck is elbow?
Lernium,
Blur.
buddy.
Oh, yeah.
We're just
Lernian,
being
yes,
cool and
that
hip?
is Lernian.
Is that what
Bro, what do you
this is?
think?
bro.
It's the same as elbow.
Here's Nem. That's the sash use. This should be a very free kill. Perk will heal up so he doesn't get killed, and a good sorry, I hear myself from somebody. Okay, it was a great to relieve pressure on the solo side. So great.
Yeah, that was a really good gank from Zundel there because Solo was in trouble with usually getting
Whoa, they're back
soloed early
over
and then
Achilles just found the Hercules and killed him in the jungle. I could not get there over in time. Zundel decided, screw you, I wanted rocks, and decided to finish them. Except here comes Achilles to still grab one of them. Will even grab the little rocklets. Now Nem has to dash away with no mana. Achilles does not have ult, but if he can get range of stun, Najah is coming. So is Drezzy. Hercules could also be coming, but I don't think they're going to get there in time. Unfortunately, the red will fall. Definitely, I think Nat20 is playing a little more like collectively this time. I think they're doing a lot better with like doing plays together. You just saw the jungler and solo go for the red, then they're going for the blue. Like I like this from them. It's good play.
yeah, Zenith's
this?
been highly
Trends.
active thus far just to start this game.
I don't like that
Rotating to
Apollo
that red
went
buff.
war flag. I feel like if you're on a pressure pick like that, you just go axe. And, like, commit
Yeah,
to it.
absolutely. Yeah,
If
I
anything,
agree
I think
1,000%.
Sobek should have gone War Flag because he's got 2 ADCs on his team. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Maybe. But,
Valid point.
yeah.
I just feel like pressure is everything right now in duo lane, and so like, yeah, not having that Warriors Axe feels pretty bad. Although, you know, Aerospo did just get buffed. I would not be surprised if Asinus is going this War Flag to pair with an Aerospo, and actually, like, it actually does a pretty significant amount of healing now, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays. I'm sure that's what he's thinking.
Well, learning is what Cupid decided. We have a Book of Thought first from Cuckoo. What else do we got? Anything spicy? We've got Rune Forge I like from the Najah. Big Tony himself win an elbow or whatever that guy was saying. We've got big damage coming up for the mid lane. A quick kill onto Drezzy, unfortunately showing up 1 and 2 in his first game of the set. Cuckoo gonna get some free farm. Big Tony looking for some farm of his own, but won't find it. But might find Artemis if she wanders too close to the sun. Apollo knows he's right there, so he's going to force into the ult. There is the Artemis ult and beads. There's Apollo ult. There's Nut ult. Will pull in. Artemis is going to fall. Nemesis thinks they can win the 2v3. Sorry, there's Sobek ult and Nemesis ult. Want the Apollo next. Nut is low 8 mana, but Cuckoo is here. Drezzy a little late to the rotation. And Rocks are back up. Same with Gold, but I don't think anybody's going to pull now. So yeah, we're back to Rocks.
Artemis went trans.
She did. I think she's going ability based.
She's gonna go trans, then she's gonna go Sunbeam Bow, and then she's gonna go either Kins. Some people go Dagger. I don't see a point for Dagger. I think Kins is just better into Titans, Oboe. And she's gonna either finish off with another item, or she's gonna go like Link.
I got that build on Neath. I haven't tried it on Artemis, but it sounds pretty good.
On every hunter, especially on her and Huyi. All of them.
Yeah.
Cupid.
Trans Sunbeam feels really good.
Well, Gunshow saw 2 or 3 people backing and decided gold was free, and they were right. So that's a free gold going towards Gunshow as, wow, Zenith is kind of just bullying Muzi this game. Bit unfortunate, but you know what? It's his time to shine. Apollo Golden Dagger is not what I was expecting, but honestly, curses. I don't know. What do we think about that?
I think this guy's gonna go the solo build. You just come in and go axe. But...
Yeah, I agree.
Well, from downtown onto Zundel through the wall. Bit unfortunate for him.
Yeah, he 100% gonna go the solo build. Just because, for one, your one scales off your health, and then that scales off prots. It's really easy to go one item, yogis, you got a whole bunch of health right there, and then you just continue the item with prot. So your one's hitting harder, and your autos hit harder. It's a win-win scenario.
Well, Beacon is up in 5. It's going to be probably the first big fight of the game. Both teams threw like 3 or 4 people to this side. So Apollo's going to get plucked, will even be knocked up, but it's unfortunately not going to be enough to get him to take 2 shower shots. Wow. English is hard. Nemesis now coming in on the side, but he is 3 levels down on the Cuckoo. This dragon is a huge, even though he only has 1 kill. And it looks like it's going to be a very easy beacon take for Nat20 this game. How much gold does this guy have? 5.6k.
Level 10, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I mean, this mid 3v3 coming out of Gunshow really struggles. Needs a lot of setup to go ahead and actually do well in mid.
Holy big Herc ult. Nemesis finds the Artemis. Apollo is ulting left side, finishes the kill as now Herc is going to fall to the tornadoes. Nemesis thinks he's got a kill on the Apollo who's got no mana, but wow, Sobek is fighting Achilles in the jungle. There's just like 4 fights across the map. Nem does not think he can finish, but Big Tony is on the case, coming high over. There's the beads and the dash away to make sure no more funny business happens. Wow, a dash in. There's the ult, and there is the beads from Cuckoo. Takes 3/4 of his HP. A good trade, I think. Definitely could look to pick him, but I don't know.
And
yeah,
it's fun. Whoa, we have a
it's funny because I was about to just say that I think Nem needs to stop looking around these mid 3v3s because
Apollo is 1v1.
It looks like Nem's running straight back to mid here. Nope, looks like they're just going to take a disengage. But as I was saying for 3rd time, I think this Nem needs to start looking away from these mid 3v3s or this mid lane in general. Oh my god!
Nemesis, there's the learning, but has to ult away. Sobek plucks the Cuckoo. Sobek will find the Achilles from the extra tower shot. There's the Sunder. There's the ult, but will he find the extra damage? No, he's just gonna sit there and wait for his demise as Apollo will fall. The heartfelt heals from Cupid will find the
Oh
Cuckoo.
man,
Two
really,
people,
I
1 HP.
really
Oh, he
dislike.
used the left side, but Artemis can't
Yeah,
find it,
man.
and the minions, I think, low-key body blocked, but Artemis will fall, and Nut is a little
I just
dominant.
want to make a point that I really dislike that play idea from Nat20 there. I mean, we're forcing stuff in mid when we already have a lead there. There's no objective up on the map to take. No Gold Fury, no Pyromancer. So we're really just playing arena in the middle of the map for no reason. Our Cuckoo gets shut down. You know, he had a big lead in mid, and now all of a sudden Cupid's even level wise with him off of that. It's just not worth it, in my opinion.
He's even ahead net worth-wise. I don't know about
Yeah, I
XP.
mean, so he's
I
just
don't know if
straight
I
up
have
ahead
that, but
at this point.
do I have
Yeah,
XP?
he's just ahead.
I do have XP. Okay, well, Cuckoo's still ahead in XP, whatever.
Yeah, this
Oh, okay.
Nat20 team was doing so
There's
well
a
in
pluck
these
onto
like
Cupid, and he
mid
has no beads, remember, because Cupid forced it with his ult. Apollo now alone, and Sobek is just going to walk him down, but Hercules is going to fall in the right lane. He's not going to find the Apollo as well, but it looks like the T1 is going to be taken. And some gold going the way of Gunshow again. Big Tony looking for the wraparound, but I don't know if he's really going to have any support coming anytime soon. Gold is up again, if Gunshow wants to look at it, but Big Tony's farming, Nut is farming, and we've got 4 people kind of on the gold side.
Yeah, I don't think there's a point in me talking anymore. This team loves to fight every time I
Yes.
talk, so I think like maybe I should just like either shut up and maybe let's stop fighting, you know?
Apollo is in the air. Also, we can't see anybody's mana on the dang observer, which is kind of unfortunate, but Apollo's dashing in, hits a 2-man mez. There's the beads out of both Nemesis and I guess Artemis somehow got beads. I guess she ulted or something. I don't know. She did ult. Nut now just waiting for her
Long
death.
stall
And
coming from
there
the
is
Nut.
Artemis killing. A big Cuckoo ult. Not going to really find many people, but there's Sobek in execute range. The first one to fall from Achilles this game. And now Apollo's going to back away. Maybe another gold dance. Maybe even a pull as Big Tony thinks it's worth pulling. And Herc is going to get a T1 in the right lane.
Lanes are
Despite the
effective
kill
when
lead,
they're,
Shoguns have a gold lead. It
Yeah, that
seems
is
like
crazy.
Nat20's kind of buns at farming.
Okay, well, I don't think that's the one we're supposed to say, but Nemesis is trying to get in
I
there.
rock
Buying
with
time
it,
for
fun.
the Artemis, but won't find it. There's the Najah ult going to finish off with
Yeah,
Sunder.
there's the Sunder.
Nemesis, a great attempt to try and steal, but it's 1 gold apiece, 13-9 in the kill score for Nat20. 1k separates them, and it's Gunshow, but they have been in slight control this whole game, but it's not even a whole lot. Like, I wouldn't even really call this a lead.
I mean, it's not a lead, especially when, like it's definitely not a lead, especially when you have the momentum coming outside from the order team, and the mid 3v3 struggles a little bit because you know Cupid and them strive off CC, and really all your CC is plucking from pluck or your knockup coming out of Sobek. And if you have your Achilles, your Cuckoo, and there's some in Apollo and mid, the fights aren't really gonna look that well, especially with the different CCs coming out of everybody. You got the stun out of Achilles, you have Apollo Mez, you have Apollo knockup, especially with him being tanky. It's just a lot of displacement coming out, and they have really good dive to dive this double physical backline and the magical support.
Nut is getting dove under her T1. There's Nemesis trying to tank. There's Artemis ult, and it's going to find Tusky in 3 combination, but Achilles is here. Wow, he does not even need his Apollo as he basically 1v2s with a little damage that came out from Nut. What a great rotation from the jungle. Pyromancer now being looked at, but Cuckoo's there, so
Dude,
they need to be careful. He's
this
got ult,
Achilles
tornado, and everything.
has so much attack speed. I've never seen this build from Achilles.
Achilles
Yeah, I mean-
is really good right now.
Yeah,
I go
he's-
more of a
he's attack
hybrid build, but
I cannot.
yeah, and that's what Big Tony did against us in our set versus him. He built like he was built like shield splitter. He built what's it called, brawlers, and I believe like void shield too. Even so, he is like kind of deviating from that a bit with this build. But this build is very popular too with Achilles with the learning bow and the auto attack cancels. It's really strong. He will one shot you like very quickly.
yeah, I like to opt for like the shield splitter build. I also like just being tanky in general. You have execute, your 2's really good. Yeah, it gives you a little bit of front line, and depending on like your builds, especially with
Holy
brawlers right
Cupid
now.
gank, and Achilles with just a little help from Nut finds the kill. A quick T1 going to where just after they got Pyro. Artemis is now split pushing left. 3 are grouped in middle for Gunshow, making sure no more shenanigans happens. That's gonna be some extra gold from that left tower taken. Bro, this guy is not backed in years. He is still on a full Polynomicon. Holy.
Yo, Nat20 starting to make me mad. If they keep on fighting every time I talk, I'm gonna literally start hoping for them to lose.
Bro, not even that. They also, like, I can't lie, their timers for, like, showing up to objectives and stuff on time has been a lot to be desired for me. This is, one of the first times they've actually shown up on time as a group for the objective. Artemis decides it's not worth her time, but there is a big ult coming, going to connect onto the Nemesis. There's Apollo dashing in the beads down, and Order is going to secure the Naga. There is the first kill. Cuckoo is going to secure Nemesis. Sobek trying to ult away. Apollo needs one more auto. There's the blink onto Achilles, not taking any chances as Najat wants to find the Herc, and it is going to be his time soon. He's going to ult, try and up those damage numbers, gets mezzed, and Cuckoo finds another kill of this engagement as Artemis did get a T2, so now there's at least an exposed Phoenix for them to play through if they get the chance.
I think between both games, this is the highest gold lead that we've had.
I agree.
It looks very similar going into the last game. Nat20 doing really good early to showing up to these objectives and pulling these objectives and defending these objectives, and you know, later in the game they do start to fall apart a little.
No shot. Nuts getting greedy and is gonna get the heart bomb of doom. Apollo dashing in. There's the Artemis beads. Onto Nemesis now. Najat is tanky as heck. There's the pluck away. And it looks like Achilles is still in the backline. Finds a way. This hook 2 of Cuckoo is gonna finish the kill.
Holy.
Apollo is trying to 1v1 the Cupid, but he's gonna lose his life as well. He's trying to 1v3 now. Thankfully, the sash is not up in time. These guys are straight just arena. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Big Tony was right, bro. Or not Big Tony, sorry. Daveyo was right, bro. Every time he tries to talk, there's Achilles in the backline.
This Achilles is massive. No one can kill him.
Yeah, he's gonna fall to the Najat Slammer.
Who Davey is never wrong. Who Davey says Achilles is gonna fry, Achilles is going to fry. I am never wrong.
You heard it here, folks, guys. He's never wrong. He speaks only the truth. 2K finally again for Nat20 as they're going to get Beacon and their pushers. Possibly an opportunity to get Pyromancer and Fire in their future, but holy.
When this Achilles pick gets a lead, man, it is terrifying. It's just, he just absolutely one-shots everybody and everything, and, you know, he's just, like, so nimble as a character, like...
Holy! He's got a
like
group
the face shield
in his
he
back
gets.
pocket trying to get this half health.
Artemis getting assassinated.
Good
Artemis
lord,
has just been
goodbye.
assassinated.
4 people to assassinate demonic cats. They saw him on the Geb last game and said, we need to shut that down. He's sent at a 2, 5, and 4, but still the same level as his ADC counterpart. All the backers are now going off, and the pushers are forward. Pyromancer standing
Can I say
alone.
he just got JFK'd?
Okay, well, I
was gonna say you got Charlie
Kirk.
Kirk.
Okay.
Dude, there hasn't been a team fight yet. It's just pick. It's
been scraps or something. I don't know. Cupid is gonna get war crimed by the Achilles if he's not careful. He has been careful. Now Najat is looking to to sash somebody. There's Achilles just on the Sobek, and there's the Sobek in the gray screen. Never mind, and never yes. Here's Nemesis now trying to kill the unkillable Achilles. Now we're just blasting into the Najat, unfortunately. He will lose half his HP, but that Achilles was kind of right there for the taking. There are 4 members ready to hit the fire, 5 members attacking. And it looks like a big Huck 2 from the Cuckoo is going to split them into 3 and give his team more space, but they are clearly looking for the fight as here is Cupid trying to split push the mid T1. He is going to get it. They're going to back off and not actually finish the Fire Giant. They're not even going to get Pyromancer. They are trying to wait and bait, but Gunshow is not taking it. They have enough wards up around clearly. Here's Nemesis getting blinked on. There's the sash that went 20 yards as Achilles finds the stun and again find ourselves in a 4v5. Apollo is ulting from nowhere. It is now again a 5 at the fire, but instead 3 defending. I mean, we need a big ult, and she can't even get close. It is at 2k. It's at 1k. There's the Achilles secure, and Najah will pick up the dagger. Cupid is doing something in mid. I don't really know what he's doing, but he's about to get 4-manned. Thankfully, he's going to back in time, and Pyro is going to be the final call for them. Again, we finally see a bigger lead growing. It is now at almost 3k. Now they get the Pyromancer. It should update in a second. There it is, 3.5k. This is the biggest lead that we've really seen in the game since ending the Titan in Game 1. I hope they can build off it. Gold is up next. There's a lot of T1s for them to get. I mean, this is a fantastic position and a real different game that was played than G1. Nat20 a lot more cohesive as a team this game.
I mean, you got Cuckoo just blowing on people with the winds of the whatever you call it. You got Nut in this game right now. Where's Monica Lewinsky when you need her, bro? Where is she?
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. With that firefight, Drezzy not showing up there, I'm curious what his thought process was. He didn't really get close to like getting a Phoenix or anything. So, and they had an awareness that they were around the fire giant. I'm not sure why he chose not to show up to that. I'm curious what their thinking was behind that, but nevertheless, it results in a fire giant for Nat20.
I do want to say,
before you say that, I would be scared right now if I am Nat20, because they have this double hunter comp, and they are split. Right now, what they're kind of doing is splitting the map. They keep on splitting this map. They're really not showing up to objectives anymore. And from past experiences, I know there was a game going into this tournament where they did backdoor with a double hunter comp. I don't know if they're trying to do this here again, but it looks like they are staying at this Phoenix fight, or this Phoenix to go ahead and defend it.
Hold on.
Also,
enough.
there's
All
no
right.
audio.
I know. I was trying to. I was adding text for the stream so people could see the score and like what team it is. So that's what I was doing.
I agree on
It looks good enough.
Shogun's comp. I think scales way better, and yeah, I'm not counting them out. Low-key, like if they just kill Achilles, I think fights are kind of free. If they just hard.
There's a pluck onto Apollo, the Sash of Destiny following Cuckoo. Will find 3, and Achilles is going crazy in the backline. He will find a Divine before he is shut down himself. It's a 2-for-2 trade, but Fire's still on 3, and a strong minion wave pushed up in middle because they have those 2 Gold Furies. Cupid trying to clear Nemesis on the side, but they don't really have mage clear. It's really hard to clear these minions. Najah's doing Gods, we're keeping them away. Cupid steps up too far. Najah is going to find the kill with Nut. That is going to be the first Phoenix taken of the game. And it is 7k as Nut is in the air, ulting the Artemis. There's the beads. Huck 2 from Cuckoo will not find its target, and he is going to leave. But it is a fantastic position, possibly the best position we've actually seen either of these teams really in this set so far.
Well, butter me up and call me Clinton, because right now I have not seen Nat20.
Yo, I am never having this guy on my cast again. What is the
Davey loves the
I
Clinton
just
references,
heard out
bro.
of the English language? We really used the English lexicon and form of communication to make that statement. Wow. Okay.
I do not remember. That was many times ago. But as we keep on going, I have not seen this Nat20 team play like this in a while. They're playing this map perfectly. They're pulling these objectives. They're not really overextending. They're taking these free picks. They're pulling the they're taking birds. They're waiting. They're playing passive. They're using ults on certain people and waiting for them to use certain relics and abilities. I mean, it's all over the place. It's all over the walls.
It is everywhere and in the water sources. Gauntlet of Deep is picked up kind of late, but honestly, I don't hate this pickup. What I do hate is that this guy's got Shoguns, but not the guy with 2 ADCs on his team, plus a Nem. I mean, surely we got to be getting a Shogun sometime. That's what I'd be thinking, honestly.
I mean, Achilles is basically an ADC at this point.
He's basically an ADC at this point. This is true. Alright, Fire is up in 30, Beacon in 80. I mean, it's not EFG, but you really need it for Gunshow. Otherwise, you're going to be losing a little bit more of that tower on right, the Gold Fury, which is going to make everything weak. I mean, you really got to fight over this.
I'm kind of wondering what Antonio control all IE is like kind of thinking, did he decide to go Demon Blade and then change up his build a little bit because he saw that Sobek was building a Spectral? I'm kind of wondering what made Demon Blade's second item, but overall it is still working for his team.
There's the
I don't think
flank
Demon
in, there's
Blade
the
by itself
engage. The
is
beats
that
from the Herc
bad.
is not enough as Cupid ult is going to find only a couple targets, but there is Apollo. Achilles can't get in, so he's all by his lonesome. Cuckoo still has his ult for the big ult, and there it is, finding the Artemis, as there's the Nemesis in the background, but unfortunately she's not going to be able to do a lot, as there's the Achilles execute. Sobek is left, Nemesis is running, could not find the Cuckoo. It is a 2v5, down 10k, no minions, no hose, and it is going to probably be a game 3 unless Nemesis has something to say about it. There's the Sobek ult trying to force just any bit of damage, any bit away, reset that Titan. But it's Nemesis for 8 seconds. I don't think she gets to do a whole lot. There's the Mesmerize, there's the autos, there's not her life, but Apollo's. At least it's another stat sticker for her. Just an all-around better game for Nat20. A lot more team play, a lot more playing off each other for invades and objectives. They were very late at times, but they really fixed it late game, which you love to see. I mean, it's been 2 really close games for the first 20-ish minutes, 15 minutes of each game, especially last game 1. So I am really excited for this game 2. Here you have the final scores for everybody hitting that 663. Drezzy just joined us for this game 2. He was not in game 1. Just Let Me Shine was there. Not a terrible performance, but you know, I don't think the Cupid mid was the play. I'll be the first one to say it. But Nat20 had a fantastic game.
I mean, as Gunshow right now, what are you thinking? You kind of lean to Demonic playing a little bit more passive pick, playing this Artemis, this little bit more scaly team, as you're running another double hunter comp. I don't know what they wanted to do, but I don't think their plans worked out the way they wanted to achieve. I think going into this game 3, you need to go ahead and decide what you want to do. I think you want to put Demonic on a pressure pick. You want Demonic to have pressure in that lane, and you want to play through Demonic's lane. I think he's one of your best players, and you need to either choose a side to play on. You need to either play on your solo side, or you need to play through your ADC. And obviously, your ADC is one of your best players. And then going into this mid lane, I don't know if they wanted to go ahead and just mess around. I don't know if this is a pick that Drezzy feels comfortable on, but I definitely think that you need to go ahead and reevaluate the situation. You have 4 physicals plus a Sobek fighting into an Achilles that has a physical shield. You have just a tank Apollo. You have a tank Naja. They have so much CC. Their team fight's really good. And I don't think if Dressy's playing a mage, that game changes very much. But I definitely think they should go ahead and think about what they should do, because they went from game 1 winning with a sub to the better player in mid, to be fair.
Yeah, I think really the difference in that game too, obviously, comp aside, I think, like you said, Davey, is just Demonic having an early lead and, a lot of pressure with that Geb pick, and then you put him on something more scaly where he's not able to, get a lead and take advantage. He was in game 1, he would get a lead and then rotate to, Queen Naga and make plays for the team over there. I think, yeah, like you said, you got to get him on a pick with more pressure and, so he can carry the load for your team.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
definitely. Sorry, you go.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say just
We got 3 people,
very
so I don't
different
care.
kind of like comp identity guess. Not so much like the actual gods themselves, but like who they put on the carry gods, who they put on the high impact gods was very different for Gunshow game 2, and I kind of just want to see Demonic on that hard carry, and I just don't think Artemis is it in this meta.
I mean, Anher's really good. Yi's
Yeah,
really
good
good.
start.
I mean, Hu Yi does pretty similar things towards Gab. He has CC. He has really good like kill potential with the ult, survivability. Plus, your team drafted the Cupid. I think Hu Yi was available that game. I don't believe he got played game 1. I think that was something that you could have lead to. And I know another thing that Demonic likes to play, which I don't know why they might not lean to it that game, is the Soul. They were already lacking a lot of magical damage. Soul is something that Demonic likes. It has pressure. It's very hard to
Yeah.
outbox. It's, it's like something that literally he loves to play. It fits his play style. And especially when you're lacking that magic damage, I just think it was something that would have been a better fight into maybe the Achilles that was going ahead and running him down. The soul passive with the auto attack damage would allow him maybe to have a better survivability, especially in that 3 as soul, with your ult that also knocks up.
Yeah. Well, to shout out our Twitch chat who's been with us for this whole time. Shout out to passionate members in this chat, whether you've been here from game 1, just joined for game 2. We do have a question. I would love to draw some focus to it just so we have some interaction and showcase just how much we care about some of those members in there. We had a
To the
question
Dora?
about whether or not there's going to be a Kefri mid in game 3, and to that, I would say there should be. You're trolling if you
Who
don't.
said it?
It's the best mid of the
Said it.
game. It was HM512, also known as
I don't know who
Hamza.
that is.
Ban that guy from the
goat.
chat.
We
Ban
should
him.
ban that guy, but he gives me that sucky, bro. He gasses me up, so we leave him in here. Kefri
Gives you
mid
that
would
Monica
be.
Lewinsky?
He gives me that everything under the sun, bro. He invents new techniques that aren't even in the Kama Sutra. Anyway, but yeah, Kefri mid, low key, would be fire. Free wins. It's got a resurrection. It's got poke. It's got big circle CC. Well, not CC, but big circle damage. AOE. W's.
Maybe I message my org owner and say, hey, Kepri mid's on the table.
Amen.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm looking through match reports here. It looks like Drezzy this season has played a lot of like the ability-based hunters in mid. He's played a lot of Uller. He's played a lot of Chiron. I believe that Nat20 has been kind of target banning those picks. They banned, Merlin. Drezzy's also played Merlin in the past, but Merlin was played game 1. And then, they've banned Chiron, they banned Uller, and those have probably been his most played picks throughout the season. So, maybe he's like kind of, grasping at straws and knowing what to pick. But I would like to see him on something, more ability based because he has done really well on that this season.
I mean, to be honest, I yap about the game, but the actual players and what they've played this season, I don't really know, based other than the actual one game I played against them. So I don't know who should be pulling out what. Well, hopefully nobody's pulling out their wieners. But like, if we pulled out like some spicy raw mids, Anubis, Zeus ADC stuff, like that'd be spicy. But I don't know. This
Yeah.
is also maybe somebody in the chat can tell me, or maybe one of the ball knowers here. This is to get into playoffs, right? If you lose this, you're out.
Yeah, this game is win or go home.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a toughie, but we are launching into the client, so here goes nothing, I guess.
I mean, after
yeah.
that game, I think if I'm Gunshow, I'm praying like fucking Dwight Howard on Christmas, make it snow. Like you need to go ahead and pull something out because something isn't working.
You have no idea how good Tim Duncan was. That type of vibes. We need that, but for Demonicus, we got a ball out. Anyway, yeah, you were mentioning that like Hui hasn't been picked, Honor hasn't been picked. There's definitely a lot of good mids and picks still up. I think Agni's definitely slept on with his Bluestone build. So we'll see what gets picked, but like Honor's been banned every game and it didn't change this game 3. So it looks like Odin's joining him again as well. I'm trying to remember other bans. We've seen I think Aladdin, Thor bans. I'm surprised we haven't
Thor
seen
has
Thor.
been banned.
Chiron's been banned from
Chiron's been
Drezzy.
banned. Here's Baron. So honestly,
Something's
I
changing.
don't know if we're respect banning. I don't know if they think these are like the top bans. I don't know
Yeah,
what they're
well, I
up
think
to.
they're trying to keep that off of Asinus because Asinus
Asinus has a nasty Baron.
he has
I
a
love
very
his
good Baron, but outside that Baron, he plays some funky stuff. As you saw last game, he played that Apollo support. You know what I mean? So
Wait,
it's
that was
like
him?
if you
The
take
goat.
Baron away from him, he's gonna start like playing some funky stuff, and I think that's what they're hoping for.
Uller was banned game 1, but I don't know if he was banned game 2.
He's been banned every game, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
well he was banned game 2, just in. Aladora, not Aladora. Aladdin now banned as well. Hopefully we should ban Aladora too. That guy's into my
I'm
range
next.
He's next on the chopping block for real. Can I trade my own captain? Is that a thing? Any new captains in chat? Anyway, last ban coming out. There's the Thor ban. So a lot we saw the first 2 games. What are we taking here? Chiron was left up. It was
Wow,
banned
yep.
before, but
Wow.
this is a massive pickup for a Game 3 draft. Large
Yeah, I think
range, huge damage. I mean, you could shove it mid or ADC, and then you could still throw an Agni in mid and have Chiron mid artillery. Like, that sounds like AIDS.
yeah, I think this is a big mistake from Nat20 letting this Chiron through. I think this has been Drezzy's best pick this season. He's looked really, really good on it. He has dominated games single-handedly on this pick. I am very surprised they let this through in a game 3.
I mean, we were in a similar situation game 2. We let them have the Chiron pick. I think there's one thing that people really underestimate with Chiron. Chiron's early game is very rough. Just for the pure fact that his dash is a channel. One thing about channels is you can stun somebody out of a channel. If you play patiently enough into Chiron early game, he is going to use his one to clear the wave. Most of the time, depending on your comp, a lot of these players are getting Aegis with his ult because they want to go ahead and survive and do a lot of damage. Go ahead, get the reset. Aegis a lot of damage. You build an Aegis comp, and you play heavy CC, and you run down this Chiron. He's very unsafe. It's very hard to go ahead and play up on Chiron if you have a team that knows what to do.
Yeah, well, that's why I think he plays. He's pretty good in mid because you can kind of get away with like farming safely and scaling in the mid lane. As long as you're like aware, it's a short lane. You could just easily kind of clear wave, and then like if you're gonna fight, you do it elsewhere. You make your rotations and fight. But I think that's why he likes him is because he can scale a bit more safely than he would in duo otherwise.
That's a Scylla support, and I bet you it's a Scylla support because he's not. Yeah, I bet you he's playing Scylla support. That's in Neath mid, and then they're gonna be.
This better not be Gunshow on the right. I didn't actually pay attention to who's on what side, but if we're doing double physical again, who boy?
That's what I'm saying. You're doing double physical. This Neath is gonna run this match into this double physical comp. I do not know why we keep on running double. It is not working. You guys won one, and I'm sorry to say, and I'm not trying to be a dick, you guys won one game off a back door. It is not good.
Yeah, I mean, Nat20 is the double physical on the right. That's definitely Nat20 because Ferendum likes the Neath mid, and I know, as we mentioned earlier, Control Alt I likes the ability-based hunters. He really likes that Medusa pick, and Asinus likes that Scylla support. So I'm fairly confident that right team is Nat20.
Oh boy,
they're going with Poseidon jungle. Honestly,
I don't hate it. At least they have magical damage, bro.
I mean, I wouldn't hate it either. I think Soul is literally just a better version of Rama.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I don't hate that statement, but
I think this Poseidon jungle with your season on the line, man. I mean, I don't know.
We're also
if
going
I love
Kali
that
jungle,
pick.
which will hard carry late, or we're gonna lose early.
I think Kali jungle's very slept on. It does a lot of damage early.
Very good.
2's really good. That's the 3's really good. People are building burst damage on it. You're literally able to kill someone after you get your first item.
Yeah.
I think Poseidon's gonna get ran at this game.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would do if I were Kali.
Ran at his back camps this whole game with Scylla.
Yep.
And they're gonna literally charge Neath ult every time, force out the Kali ult with the Neath ult, and or not the Kali ult, but they're gonna force out the Poseidon to either use a relic, and then they're gonna fucking just kill the Poseidon on cooldown.
Yeah, an interesting choice from Zundel. We'll see if it pays off for him. I know he's got a deeper god pool than, or he's got a pretty deep god pool. So
he's bad. It's just bad into the comp. I'm not saying he's bad.
Yeah.
He's bad into the comp. It's just a shitty pick in the situation.
Yeah.
I would have rather have Soul, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I'm fixing overlay stuff for the alpha chat and Twitch viewers. Close enough. All right. So yeah, we've got Chiron mid, which I like. Good ability base. Neath mid I like. Medusa with Bumbas is definitely not something I've seen. Instead of Bluestone, we're going Bumbas,
Yeah.
which could
I don't know
work with
about that.
your 3 auto, 1 auto resets, but like I don't know. You're praying for a lot of
The one thing,
uptime and that you're not getting like Ganesh Silence or something.
the one thing I do
Or
like
Bologna 3.
is that they're playing a double physical comp, and they have a god in support that literally scales damage without actual building damage. I think that's a really good pick, and it kind
Yeah.
of forces
Yeah.
them still to build
That's a good
magical
look.
damage.
True. Yeah, because if they do load up on Fizz-D, that Scylla will actually shred them.
Surprised he
last
doesn't
game-
go like Sands of Time for all the mana he's gonna be buying.
Sure. Yeah.
What were you saying, Dave? You said last game?
Oh, no, I was gonna say I don't remember, bro. Something about last game. I don't remember.
Daveyo had some thoughts about last game, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, just thoughts. Personal
Thoughts,
thoughts.
bro. What is this guy doing at mid? He's trying to get that extra damage. He's a whole 58. He's winning, boys. He's won the mental
I
battle.
really don't get why mids just don't walk around and hit the fucking wave.
I don't know. There are a lot of mids who just like spam
They
abilities
sit
on you
under
for no
tower,
reason.
bro, and then they sit there and wonder why they lose pressure. That's why.
Yeah. All right. Place your bets now. Alidoro, who's winning game 3?
You know,
Simple
it's
answer.
tough to say,
Nope.
man.
One team name. I'm not getting the
One
life
team
story.
name, one word.
One word.
It's tough, man. I'm gonna go with Nat20. They just looked too good last game.
Luke, who we got? Luke's gone to take a pee and never came back. I think he's actually a little too drunk. All right, Davey.
Why did we not just kill him? Okay. Sorry. I think honestly, going off from game 1 to game 2, now going to this game 3, seeing the comps, I just think that overall, that Nat20 has the better comp. I wouldn't be surprised if Gunshow wins this game, but I just think that Nat20's comp is better than Gunshow.
Yeah. And I don't know how many people here want to actually use their keyboard, but if you're in the chat, I'd love to hear your input on whether or not you think Nat20 or Gunshow is going to win. I do agree. I think Nat20
Where's the Poseidon? The Poseidon!
after everything they had was going to, or after how things are going, game 2, I think it's going to go really well for them this game. I think even though it's double physical, it's also double physical on the enemy team, except they have a Poseidon jungle. I don't know. I still got Nat20 though.
Yeah, man. I like to give a bit of a more elaborate answer.
Not allowed.
I
I'm
well,
muting you.
I think Gunshow is fully capable of
What
winning
is
this
this Poseidon
game.
doing? Hold on, which one's him? There's the one.
I definitely
well,
think
we're
this
missing
game's
neat
gonna be
abilities,
based off
unfortunately.
Poseidon.
Okay.
If Poseidon
Kali
is
has been
able
over here for
to
like 3
pre-farm or
minutes. Oh, we're missing the blink
Yeah.
stunts next. That's a bit
not.
rough,
Oh,
but that's okay.
shots.
He literally like was there for 2 waves just leeching from Osiris. So a bit unfortunate that he didn't actually get something from that, but oh well.
Yeah, man, I just think it's a really, like Davey said, it's a really rough game for this Poseidon. I mean, Kali's got to be probably one of the worst matchups you can play that got into in the jungle. And also, like, yeah, like the Scylla's just going to run at him or she should anyways, run at him in his own jungle. I think it's just going to be a tough matchup for him. It's going to be a bit of an uphill battle for them.
A lot of trades coming out early. Scylla is definitely loving having all this pressure and just free crushes she's doing just like that. Poseidon here at Rock, same with Kali. We'll see who is here as 3 have already come from Gunshow's side. Trying to get this level 5 Poseidon and this level 5 Bologna. Only the mids are level 5. Bologna now trying to disengage, but it is going to be stun after ult, and that is going to be first blood. Muzi is going to fall. Even his shell wouldn't have saved him, unfortunately, but it looks like his blue's even being invaded, and Poseidon can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Unless he got it.
And I mean,
He did get it.
This is
No,
where,
he didn't. I lied.
This is where I was getting at. Poseidon is on the fucking, or on the rocks. I don't care if I swear or not, my bad. Let me actually be professional.
No, it's
Poseidon
okay.
is on the rocks, and they are able just to free walk at the Poseidon, poke them out, and then instead of committing on the Poseidon, they just turn around and kill the blue. It's simple. It's my
Yep. Simple smite switching targets. It's hard to do when you kind of have a target in your mind the whole game, but being able to switch and be like, hey, this guy's free, definitely a good thing to do.
That's why I really think that not playing pressure right now is really bad. I think you have to have some sort of pressure. Drafting for guaranteed pressure.
Yeah, Seth, can you go check on Luke? Can you go DM him or something and see if he's alive?
Oh, I'm
He
sure
might have
he's
had-
okay, bro.
he
He
might have
might
had
even just
another
pick up
Shirley
another
Temple, bro.
espresso martini.
Yeah, or that. Holy. Happy birthday,
Maybe-
Luke, bro. That guy.
Yeah.
First time drinking, getting all the girly drinks.
I mean, he
Shirley
has
Temple,
rum and like straight tequila or something too, but I told him
I
to
don't
like just
believe him.
enjoy himself.
Yeah, he's drinking Shirley Temples for a reason. No,
Bro,
actually.
I don't blame him. I mean, he wants to get drunk. Might as well have a fun time getting there.
I won't lie, bro. I don't really like, bro. I can't stand like beer like that. I think that shit's just nasty, bro.
Not had a good beer.
Oh man,
Can't lie.
I always like a good craft beer, man. Big craft beer
You
guy.
like
that,
you
bro.
like things I can't say on stream. So you know what? You don't have good taste anyway.
Yeah, you ain't wrong, brother.
Whoa, that's crazy. Clap it, chat. Anyway, Kali's looking for a gank and left. I mean, this Rumma's kind of free. She's got ult, she's got blink. Rumma has Aegis, no
Gonna stop his
beads.
back.
I mean, there's
they
Scylla
did.
ult,
Kali's
there's
dead.
his Aegis,
Nope, he's
there's
dead.
Neath
He's dead.
ult. We got a tower kill onto Asinus. Luke is unfortunately miffed about something, as he stood still after the kill. It is a quick 2 kills for the Kali. Definitely the one you want to probably give the kills least to. Poseidon trying
Kali's
to
gonna
get the
die
rocks.
here. Kali's
Looks
ult's
like
gonna get
Kali is
forced.
out of position, but honestly, I take her chances like she's messing him up. But it's not going to be enough unless she has an ult and something to say about it. She is
She's
trying
dead.
to clean up, but she's walking
Oh.
towards the Neath. There's the Chiron. Ult. Doesn't
Nice.
even need the 2.
She commits.
More
She
action
kills
going
him.
on and right. The up down,
Yeah.
there's the Osiris ult out now. Scylla's still trying to make something happen. Cripples the Chiron. Rama free casting and will dodge out. Poseidon died to tower. That's now 2 people I think we've had die to tower. Look at these min-maxers, bro. W.
Kali literally kills that Chiron, by the way, if she holds her stun, walks up to him, twos him, waits, leaps him, waits for that stun, stuns him, and has the trade for his ult. He literally never kills her there.
Maybe.
Never.
Revo said, just
I'm
watch the
telling you,
Kraken
100%.
hit my house. Oofer. Oh boy, that's a roughie, but it's a-okay. My Ganesh is trying to just 1v2 in mid, and he is not winning. Not too much happening. There is gold up, still a 1k lead, but for Gunshow, even though they've got 2 kills, Beacon is up in 25. Hopefully we'll have some more fights like we've been having the first couple games.
We're
Here's
going
the jump from
anti-crit.
Kali, waiting. Oh, we needed to CC layer that even better, but I don't know if it'll matter. Kobe misses. Alabama! Nope. I was gonna say
Spectral
Adebayo,
first.
It's all he missed again.
but we missed ult again.
Oh.
There's the disarm. There's the silence of doom, and can't get the ult off.
Nice.
Oh, what an unfortunate turn. Now Balone is going to dunk on the free king button I can press. Neath in mid, trying to get some beacon pressure and will find it. They have first positioning as Rama is soloed by the Medusa and left. There's the third Kraken. Doesn't find
Look
too
like
many
it
targets,
didn't
but
get
will still
anything,
grab
yeah.
an Aegis.
Who
60,
Aegis?
Instead of calling Kraken,
70,
Kraken if they miss it,
80.
can we call it like puppies or some shit?
I mean, maybe, but I don't know
Puppies.
about that one. He's got the ult
Puppies.
of Osiris forced away. There's Chiron killing the Osiris with his ult. Scylla was trying to finish off the Poseidon, but could not find it. It's 95, 96, 97, and 100. And it looks like the first beacon will go to Gunshow. Definitely a bit of a different early game than we saw in G2, which is nice to see. A little more fight coming from Gunshow, but I am really worried about the late game of Nat20.
Yeah, I mean, I'm worried. You know, Demonic is falling behind early in that lane, as we talked about in the pregame. You know, you really want to get him ahead. He is arguably your best player. You know, he just got soloed and left, so you know we'll see how that develops over there. But you know, not a promising start for Gunshow.
Not indeed.
Davey, he's still not been wrong this whole entire set. Who said that?
Davey, get this guy on
Who
the
said
mic, boy.
that, bro?
Holy. This guy knows ball, let me tell you. Where were you, Daveyo? Let me ask you, where were you when Bam Adebayo
11?
dropped 83. Huh?
I don't remember, bro. I think I was like just scrolling on Facebook, bro.
And he was like,
All
oh,
it-
Bam dropped 83.
Bologna ult
Yeah,
out of the
all it
side
was
was
like, holy shit.
Cool.
Yeah, bro, for real. That is crazy though. I still can't believe that. Like,
Where were you when Bill Clinton fucked Monica Lewinsky?
Dude, this
I
guy
have
loves
no
that
idea.
storyline, man.
Holy.
Holy, bro.
I don't remember.
Davey
Surprised no goals
remembers.
were
I can
taken.
tell you
Yeah,
that.
Davies counting down the days till he gets the sequel, bro.
Bro,
I swear.
I'm waiting for me to get the ticket to a boxing event at the Monica Lewinsky.
Mike and Ash is in
Center.
the middle of two people. Medusa ult for the heavens. There's the Scylla dash, and Rama dashes to his purple and just dies. There's a Poseidon ult hitting the Kali, but unfortunately not enough peel is provided. Ganesh now has to run away. 4 people showing at gold, 2 backing for Gunshow, and it looks like Chiron gives no hoots, except for the ult he's got. Bologna, another solo onto Zenith. I mean, these guys have been going back and forth. Now a 2-level lead in solo. Chiron ult 1, 2, 3. Medusa will secure, presses the 2. The dots. Kali definitely ulted, and so unfortunately he will not find the kill. But still, a great try, and he's up in his damage numbers. You'll love to see it.
Hey, I'm just saying, if you played Soul, Rama Soul can't death the way Rama does.
That was
Yeah,
a
I
bit of
mean,
an
you're not wrong.
unfortunate
I'm really
button
surprised
press.
that he didn't play that pick. That's usually one of his favorites, to be honest.
I don't
so
get it, bro. I
surprised.
really don't. Pressure's on. It's a big game. Try something new, I guess.
But like, that's not what you need. You need to go with the old reliable. It's game 3 for your season, bro.
Nah, bro, you should see me. I pulled out some crazy shit in playoffs.
It's the Chicago
fuck
Bulls
it.
playing time. We're not trying to get a Denzel Valentine half-court 3
do you
to
mean?
get us back in the
We
lead.
lost
Like,
11 games in a row.
oh boy.
Didn't you see their starting? Didn't you see like their starting 5? It was literally Sexton and fucking nobodies. Well, Colin Sexton's still nobody, but
Well,
Josh
he had
Giddey
like
wasn't
a
even.
good half
Josh
year
Giddey,
of
sorry.
something.
My bad.
Oh boy. Yeah, he had like
Talking about
half a year.
Colin Sexton in a Smite 2 stream, bro.
Bro,
Holy.
Colin Sexton, bro, in
Oh,
college
he was
is
the GOAT
actually
coming out
him.
of college.
He was,
Yeah.
he was.
Bro. Hey, he had like an 88 overall 2K rating at one point.
Did he actually? There's no way.
I think like his second season
Yeah,
when he
it
was
was
on
probably
fucking
his second or third season.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
when he-
I mean, I believe
what
it.
team did he start on?
Cavs.
Yeah.
Was it the
Yeah,
no?
it was-
Was
yeah.
I thought it
It
was,
was
the
the
Cavs or the
Cavs.
Kings.
No,
Nah,
it's
it
the
was the
Cavs.
Cavs.
I don't think he's ever been on the Kings.
Yes, he has.
I think he went from the Cavs to
The
where he is
Jazz.
now, the Jazz. Scylla is ready with ult and crush. Chiron sniffing it out. Scylla ult preemptively, but they're going to reset. There's 1, there's 2, and mamma mia, it's a 3. Chiron
Oh,
forces
no.
the Aegis. There's the ult. Does he have the 2 button? He doesn't need it because the tick is enough for
By the way,
Bluestone.
We're still
There's
watching
Rama
the
and the
Chiron in
ults.
mid by himself.
Holy. Ganesh is now going to finish Pyro and get a free bomb for the boys on Gunshow. There's the blink in from Kali, but will miss the Chiron. Medusa split pushing left. Rama a little indecisive on whether or not he wants to go mid or left. There's the jump in from Bologna. Won't be able to find the Kali forces ult. Neath has to backflip. My Chiron is walking in for no reason.
What the fuck?
Won't take the
What-
next tower
what?
shot, thankfully, but holy. Rama now getting his purple. Just forgets that Medusa exists, I guess. Forced to back dash. Medusa pulling the purple. Won't finish. Doesn't realize that Rama has left the grounds. Now will re-pull again. And he's just going to take the purple. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's more or less the smart play from Rama. I think he just has to try to farm as safely as he can. They have a lead in mid and in solo, so if he can just like scale safely, they should be able to keep him afloat until then.
I'm literally going off the fact I actually think Demonic gave up. The build has changed 3 times. He is crit to attack speed with Sunbeam and to learn Yankins. I think he has given up.
Hey man, he's in the kitchen, bro. Get that guy on Babas, let me tell you. But he's trying to figure something out for this game 3, I guess. Chiron 3-0-0, level 13, really pumping numbers for his team. Definitely showed up, something like that. He showed up, bro. better than game 2. You love to see it. Lots of competitive smite happening. 5-4, 38,000 gold apiece, with only 1 gold to spare, but the beads won't help you when you're already in the air. And the Kraken is going to gobble up another target, 1, 1, and 2 for the Poseidon. Zundel making us believe just a little bit more. Gold now being looked at for the Gunshow Shoguns. But Chiron is trying to make
guys,
things
so
happen in mid.
we got an identical game from game 1 to game 2 to game 3. Looks like this Nat20 loves fucking drive in the early game, and then once it gets to like mid-late game, they fall apart like a fucking cookie.
Hopefully they're the
Yeah.
crumbly kind. I don't know. Maybe they got some sugar
Do
coating
you
in
want
there.
a cookie? Cookie.
All right,
Well-
we are coming up to Queen Naga. 5
You know
seconds
what,
before we're
though?
back here. Scylla forced to dash away, and it looks like everybody but Rama has showed up. Maybe he's gonna split push because I don't think we've actually seen a 5v5 Naga fight this whole dang set. But Rama's backing now. For why? Who knows? But like,
Yeah, this
he's gonna
is
be
an
very
odd
late unless
choice.
he's got fast DP. That's Bologna's like a 3rd HP, forces the backflip. 4K on the Queen Naga. There's the blink in from Kali. The Alpha Medusa finds the Poseidon, forces the beats. There's Scylla inside with Nethal following. They're trying to do too many things at once. They're fighting and pulling Naga. Now they finally full pulled, and it's going to go down. I mean, Rama could have gotten the left tower. He should have just stuck it out. Unfortunately, the silence is too much. Scylla will fall, and Asinus is going to pay the price, but the Naga is definitely something you're happy to pay for.
Yeah, I
This
mean,
game confuses me, bro. I'm like actually dumbfounded watching these two teams play right now.
yeah, I
I'm sitting
100.
here, they're
Go
standing
ahead,
in fucking front of. They're standing in front of fucking objectives, just standing there, be like, up. One person's gonna ult. We're gonna walk away. We're gonna walk back up. Another person's gonna ult. We're gonna walk away. Like,
Yeah,
commit to somebody, please, bro. Use 3 abilities on one person, and someone dies that fight.
We got a
Oh,
quick
yeah.
solo
shit.
fighting right, but we
Oh.
only caught the near end of it. Sunder was just the difference maker. Zenith is clearly on some secret tech and finds the return solo kill from early on in the game. On to Muzi.
We got the same build coming out of the same solo laners. One's playing into a counter pick, the other one isn't, and the other one wins the fight. Who would have thought?
Beacon is up, Fire is also up. This is where the game starts to get a little broken, a little bigger, and definitely a little more messy for these two teams. Only 2k between each of these guys, so really not a huge lead. You see 4 grouping in mid, 5 grouping for Nat20. Ganesh really frontlining, but taking a little too much extra poke for my liking. Kali on the left side, you see her ready to flank as we finally have a 5v5 for maybe one of the first times in the set, and it's over a beacon. These pusher minions, you really can't underestimate them, as there's the engage with Ganesh ult. Medusa, a little bit of a maybe panic ult. There's Chiron and Poseidon showing each other what is up. A quick 2 kills. They're going to easily get the beacon, but what do you do as Nat20 now? You can't really re-engage. Do you push a tower? I mean, Osiris is stepping up way too much, but he's fine, and now Nath is going to go over with Scylla. There's the ritual, finally got, but as Scylla has decided now is the time to ult, Chiron juking, there's the Aegis, but he's gonna run right into Neath! He's gonna giddy up, there's the Neath beads!
Oh, shot.
As we are not gonna get the Scylla kill, instead we're actually gonna die from Chiron. Neath is just gonna run away, but eventually she's just gonna get dunked on by Bologna. You've got 4 people up, and it's against
This
4
is what I
people.
like to
Do
see.
you pull the fire? We are pulling the fire.
Oh,
Luke is
okay.
back from getting drunk. Let's go. We are.
The fuck are we doing? Is he DC'd or is he watching? Like, I really want to know.
Yeah, I do
Steve
not
watches
think the
it,
Totem of Death is the one. We have 2 low power items.
Seen it.
Back to
Oh,
back.
no, he
Good boy.
stayed, bro. He's gonna die here. Oh,
Dude.
my God.
Shoguns has a real backline. That's why I like to see, man. Dredging on a real pick.
There is the engage. They're trying to kill. Osiris will secure the fire giant, but 2 of them die immediately. Same on the other side. Nobody's grabbed the dagger. Ganesh needs to see that and get in there, but Medusa will dash and grab it, leaving Kali to dry. There's the Medusa ult, but Bologna doesn't want
Communication.
anything she's selling. There's Neath ult, and 1 auto will secure it. Fire on 1. The Medusa not doing too much in this game. I mean, she's middle of the pack in damage, but definitely somebody you're happy to have it, because maybe this turns into another gold. But we are once again dead even gold. It is 86 people. Holy!
I don't know,
Yeah.
bro. This game is actually ridiculous. Like, No, we drop like 3 ults in mid. We walk up as Osiris with full health. 3 people. You have your mid and your. We walk forward, and instead of like grouping together, you walk away, and then Scylla goes in, and then we turn around after being poked, and then then we're fucking walking away from the fight. Then we're walking to fucking the enemy team's walking to fire. Then we're going to defend it. It's like, oh my god,
Yeah,
and then somehow
man.
we still get it.
I just think that was a really greedy call from Gunshow and really unnecessary. You didn't need to force that there. Also, I think you just want to fight around Drezzy because he is an animal on this Chiron pick. He was dead in that instance. I just don't think you want to pull that without him being there because he is the most fed person on your team.
I think he was the first one to die on it.
Well, he died diving after that Neath or the Scylla in the jungle, and then immediately after that they decided to pull it. So that's the thing, is like he
die
died.
after Crack in there?
No, he died. I think he might have gotten there like late afterwards, but like the initial pull, he was dead for. Because he died diving the Scylla in the jungle, and then and then they decided to pull it afterwards. I just think you want to fight around Drezzy there because he's
blind then.
Yeah, he's the most fed person in the lobby right now, and he's also like absolutely frying on this Chiron pick. I just think you want to fight around.
Dude, Drezzy is
him.
Thanos on Chiron.
Yeah, he really is.
Insane on Chiron.
Well, we have hit a big power spike. Neath has just finally stacked both of her items, Transcendence and Book of Thoughts, so she's going to be doing a lot more damage when she gets even more mana items on later this game. We see 5 men sieging this left side. Not too much Gunshow is really saying about it. There's the Ganesh all trying to engage, but he's going to get rooted and stopped. Scylla 1 HP does not want to engage. And Bellona, what is Bellona doing? She is splitting the right lane, forcing them to back. There's Rama trying to stop some backs. Almost kills the Scylla, but only Neath is back so far. But really nothing else to get. Again, 13-9, 2 golds for the side of Nat20, but it is pretty much dead even after a Fire Giant. I mean, this is peak Smite right here. Maybe not gameplay-wise, but a Game 3 close even game state. Let's go, boys.
Yeah, I mean, you guys see the Fire Giant on the right-hand side, at least. It says only Medusa has it, but there's a marker next to...
These people, yeah. I think they had it and then died. I don't know. They don't have it. Only Medusa has it. I know that for sure.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Hey, guys, don't worry. Beta not final, okay? They got it covered. Alright, well, 25 seconds for that, and then another, 45 or 30 before fire actually spawns? Isn't that how it works? So it's 20 seconds? No. It's a minute.
Yeah, whoever
so
has it for 20 seconds. But yeah, I think it is just Medusa with it currently.
Just Medusa has it. And then after it ends, a minute till fire, you've got to set up. Good boy.
What?
This guy is drunk.
Tomorrow?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna win.
Yeah.
And CPO, right? Dude, CPO. CP bums.
Okay.
CP bones.
You saying that, bro. You can't be
Say
saying that.
That's terrible.
What are we doing, bro?
Oh my god.
Get this guy off my cast. 40 seconds on gold, 40 seconds on fire. They spawn at the same time, but Pyro is up in sub 20. Looks like mid tower is going to be what they choose to get, just getting a little bit of extra gold. Pyromancer has arrived. Thank you, anonymous announcer. Ooh boy. It's going to be another, just game 1, I think. It's going to be an EFG flip. There's the Medusa ult, because Drezzy is frontlining for some reason. He gets his dash caught, doesn't even get in his ult.
Oh,
now
man.
Bellona is forced to ult away. Ganesh trying to salvage it. There's the Poseidon ult, but I didn't even see him hit anybody with it. Now, here is Kali in the background as his team looking at the Pyromancer now. I mean, you can't be doing that as the team carry right now. You gotta be in the back, not frontlining, and we didn't even get our ult off. We used beats for nothing. They're on fire now, too. So, this is extra bad. You don't have really too much big burst poke. You have Rama ult, but it's 200 damage. This is elimination. Win or go home. This is game 3. Whoever loses here does not get into the playoffs. So, it's really just do or die for both teams. Neath is just vibing, trying to poke away the enemy. Now they have fully reset the Fire Giant, basically. Here's the jump in from Kali. Misses the stun again. There's the Beats Force from Ganesh. Osiris going to stun the Ganesh, but nobody else really wants to follow up on the kill.
Up.
Now trying to
lose this
dash in.
fight now.
Scylla has wanted to go in this whole game. There's the beads force from Medusa. Has ult in probably 10 seconds. There's Chiron. Ult and is going to find it with the 2. He's got to be spamming it, but Rama found it first. Neath is going to fall, and there are a lot of low health bars on the side of Nat20, and only a couple for Gunshow. Maybe a pyro or fire pull in their sights. Chiron trying to stop backs, but it looks like they've chosen fire. Scylla's around and sees us, and Medusa is full HP, ready to react and come where needed. 10k. 9k.
Yeah, this is a really dicey call here.
Bologna is in there. Does not use ult yet, but still very patiently down to 5k, 4k, 3k, 2k, 1k. Bologna will secure it for the Gunshow Shoguns. I mean, I think you just run here, you spend your gold, and you come up left side, but it looks like even with the gold buff, Nat20 doesn't care. Scylla is still dashing in, but will not find a target. They're going to take the consolation of Pyro. 1 up, 1k up is the Gunshow Shoguns, but will it turn into anything massive?
Go ahead, Luke.
Yeah, what's massive, Luke? I gotta know.
Yeah, you just gotta run out saying he's very true.
Oh boy.
Oh, we're talking strategy for tomorrow already.
You just gotta run out of
Bro.
Well, this game
can't deal with pressure, by the way. FYI. Pressure pick.
Yo, my Kali lowest damage of the game is actually kind of catastrophic.
Zane, not to go on too big of a tangent here, but Zane also likes the pressure picks. Like he'll play Soul and he'll play like Neath Aspect, which are both.
Yeah, he'll
like,
play
really
Talented Artemis. He'll play that shit.
Yeah, well that too. I mean, we can't forget about that. But I'm saying outside of that, he'll play like Neath Aspect, Soul Aspect, so he likes his pressure picks too. But back to this game, I mean, this game is basically dead even gold wise. You know, you got 2k lead, which is like basically nothing at this point. You know. You've got Fire Giant, they're getting the mid-ritual, they've got a weakened right Phoenix, which is not the one that you ideally want weakened, but nevertheless, I think you just try to clear tier 2 towers here and then maybe make a push for that right Phoenix and, you know, see if Nat20 makes a mistake.
I mean, there's not even really many mistakes to make. They have fire, but if they don't get anything off this, it's going to stay a 2k lead, and it's basically going to be a worthless fire. They either need that right lane Phoenix you were talking about, or they need to get their standing gold, which are the other, you know, weakened targets. So they need something here. They need, preferably to come out of this Fire Giant at least 5k up. It'll give them a little bit of leniency and some extra protection maybe in fights with the damage and protections they're going to get from those buys. But as we get later and later into this game, the level 20s and 30 minutes and beyond, the gold matters less and less. It's really 3k pots and just finishing some builds and items that is all going to be the difference maker here.
Yeah, man, this is really sketchy. This is really insane by Nat20 even being at this tower, to be honest with you. This should be
big Medusa ult to the dome as Ganesh keeps trying to go in with his ult. There's the dash in from Scylla, but he's got the ult. There's the Kraken on himself trying to knock him up. Disarmed Kali is going to jump away as Bologna's going to find him. Rama's going to find the ult as well, but now he's in 3 people. Chiron is Cyrus ulted. There's the dagger, but he doesn't use it. So now Neath has the dagger again. Now Chiron's trying to get back into the fight, but Osiris is not going to have it. Bologna sees so many low health targets. Scylla, he decides is the one he needs to fight. Chiron cannot get in the middle, so now it's just the Bologna trying to 1v3, but he's going to
Drezi's ult. Drezi kills everyone.
There's Drezi ult as he's going to find big dagger usage, and he's not going to die, but no real kills other than Big Tony, who Bologna had to ult to find, and it's really not what you want. This is pretty much what we said needed to not happen. Grow the lead. He's somehow killed Medusa. I really don't understand how, but somehow he's killed Medusa. They've still 2k up on the fire, but oh boy.
There they win the fight.
Yeah, man.
Big Tony, Big Tony's starting all of these fights and taking health bar, and he has to leave every time. And he's not even doing most. He needs to start flanking.
To be honest with you, I mean, yeah, I actually agree with you in general, but that really worked out for them because they expended 3 ults to kill that Kali. They used Poseidon ult on him on the dive. They used Bologna ult to chase it down, and Rama ult to finally secure the kill. But I do agree with you in general. But in
My point is that Bologna should never be ulting him over the wall like that.
I agree. I agree 1000%. Yeah, they just expended
Poseidon
too
has
much to
something
kill
to
that
say about
Kali.
this pyro. 500, 127. They literally just let it go. What are we doing? It was 200 HP, and we just walked it to Poseidon. Okay, whatever. So now it's 2K. The FG is coming in 30 seconds. Gold is in 25. Basically, no lead in gold whatsoever again. XP leads are pretty non-existent because everybody's hitting 20 or close to it. I mean, this is just the same game one script. It's probably going to be another EFG pull, but both teams have bomb for secure, so I don't know how this is going to end, honestly. But you could not ask for a more entertaining end to this game. Game 3, nail-biter, win or go home. Who's going to step up and make the big play? So far, it seems like Big Tony, with how much he's getting use of his ult and getting beads, going in, engaging, but Joshipu, he's been really ulting to start a lot of these fights, and I think he needs to be a little more passive. Wait for an ult 3 combo, ult 2 combo, a little extra CC from his team, but there's Medusa ult, and he's going to find an Aegis as well. Chiron going to find the snipes down with Rama in the background. A quick 5v4 control I eat is going to be the first one to fall as there's Kali. Didn't even get the ult off as Kraken is going to collect another victim. 5 against 3. You've got Asnus with ult, you've got Zenith to dive, and you've got Ferendum to throw something. I don't know what he's throwing, but he's gonna throw something, I'm sure.
All I gotta say is when Big Tony blinks into 4 people, these fights are going shit.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
1K,
yeah.
and it's going to be a fire giant. It's 6K lead now for the boys of Gunshow Shoguns. They have gold up to weaken that duo side Phoenix. They're backing, and it looks like that's what they're going to choose to do. But really, they cannot have another fire giant mishap. Or I'm pretty sure Nat20 is going to eventually just go for one of these Phoenixes that is going to be exposed like the left one, or they're going to get a lot of gold themselves. They got to be careful with this fire.
Yeah, man. Big Tony, it's tough because he's got a don't die button, but he has the most deaths on his team. It's pretty unfortunate. I think he just has to be a bit more patient in these fights and really wait for his Osiris to like engage on somebody and follow him up. But he's like just taking the initiative and it's just not working for them.
Yeah,
I mean, I get where Big Tony is. I've been in this position. You're playing Kali, you think you can fight, you think you can kill somebody, but overall, they just I think that there needs to be some communication going on between the solo and the jungler. Because right now, before all these firefights, every single fight has been. All they really need to do is let this Osiris start the fight. Let this Osiris walk up with the Scylla. You have a lot of CC. You guys can start this fight. This Osiris can start this fight. If they're ulting the Osiris, you have your ult for safety. You have your ult. All Big Tony has to do is sit there, flank, look around the corner, wait for this Osiris to start the fight, wait for a couple abilities to be used from this Chiron Rama, and then engage on him. Not just blink ult and then get blown up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, here's the Siege Phoenix, the Phoenix we've been waiting for. The instant duck from Bologna is going to find an Aegis, and looks like it's going to be beats from the backline as well. Chiron just kills the Kali with ult again! You cannot keep getting away with this as they find the left Phoenix. And it's going to be an exposed right Phoenix and an exposed mid tower. Do they play it safe, or are they going to try and end the game while Kali is down? It looks like the mid Phoenix is finally going to be going down. He had beats, he had ult, he had blink, but sooner than he could use any of those, he did not have his life. There's the silence underneath. She has no beats from last time. There's the Poseidon Kraken, as now it's a 3v5 and it's all crumbling down from Nat20. They could not build off that game 2 and they have fallen into old habits. Here comes the mid Phoenix, which wasn't even weakened. They've got fire for 90. Nobody is coming for reinforcements for 20, and it looks like they want to try and get this Titan Siege, but if they mess it up, surely they're gonna lose as Medusa falls with no relic to be used. The big ult's coming out from Scylla. Chiron trying to up his damage and make sure the Scylla goes down. There's the Ganesh ult, and it's over. 22 to 13,
Yeah.
95 to 82k, and it's a 2-1 finish for the Gunshow Shoguns. A very close game. An EFG fight was all they needed to win the first one. The second game, more of a stomp through the mid to late, where Nat20 had them where they wanted. And unfortunately, in game 3, another really, really close one, but it came down to the Fire Giant again, where Nat20 could not get it done. Gunshow, show up when it matters, show up when it counts, and get the win.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Nat20 team definitely had the opportunities to go ahead and win this game. From watching the last couple fights, it just looks like that they were undecided with what they wanted to do. The solo laner was kind of looking more back to the back line, while the jungler was full committing the dive in the back. Which is a very unfortunate situation. I think that a lot of these guys are really good. It's just unfortunate it didn't work out the way it really worked out. I wish the best for everyone going forward, and think that we got some good guys, and hopefully they can come back to next season and put in some work. See if they can grow, if they can go ahead and find the team that they strive with, be better with. But overall, I definitely think they should take this season as a success. I think they went positive on the season. Might have went 3-4, but yes,
Does
didn't
anybody
play
know who the
horrible. So
Gunshow Ishtar captain is?
it's
Darky.
Dark Scorpion.
Yeah, Dark Guy. Dude, Dark Guy self-benched and Musician popped off. That's a W.
I don't know if he self-benched. I think he couldn't. He had a scheduling conflict today. I'm pretty sure. At least that's what he
They
told
should keep
Davey he couldn't
Musician.
play on Thursday. So I'm
Yeah.
assuming. Yeah, I'm
Musician's
assuming
the
it
goat.
is.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
They
stick
should keep
around,
Musician
whether
in.
you're in the chat still or in the VC. We are trying to get a Gunshow member to do a quick post-game interview. Darky is asking his boys if any of them are interested. So if you would like to hear a little behind the scenes of what they thought and how the game went, we should hopefully have somebody for you soon.
I'm getting Joshy.
Could be demonic.
All right.
No, I
I'm
want
gonna
Joshy. I want Joshy.
join
I want Joshy.
Ishtar Gen, and I'm gonna conduct it there. I'm gonna try to do the interview. You guys can come along, but
Go
yeah.
ahead.
Anyways, I'm going.
Won't be there.
Daveyo, I don't know if you're coming. Aldor, I don't know if you're coming, but thank you all for being here. We're gonna go get that interview going. Alright, let me do properties. Switch the Discord.
Hold up. You got it, Wilmer. You got to make a like a private chat above, because Musi can't
Okay.
Good
Do
job,
we want to go
Cass.
to the
Musi
Gen
can't do it
Zone?
here.
Hey, Cass, you
Thank
played
you.
amazing.
I would make
thank
a
you.
private channel so you guys don't get interrupted.
I don't know how to do that.
Go to join to create, and then you can make a channel private.
I was just joining Demonic's channel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
just
I'm gonna
join-
do
yeah,
that. I'm
do-
gonna
do
join
demonic.
Demonic.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah. Demonic's got us. I believe in the homie.
Wait, let's see. Not set channel status.
The Monarch's getting ganged up on by the Bavas boys, dude.
For real, bro.
On God. I don't really know how to do it. It doesn't say.
You have
Oh,
to
well,
open the
it's
actual
fine.
VC chat, and then there's like
Yeah.
change
I
permissions,
opened
and then
that.
there's
Oh, now
lock
there we
the
go.
channel. You can lock the channel eventually.
There we go.
I don't know if anybody else is coming, but yeah, whenever you're free to do that,
yeah.
you're welcome to.
It's locked.
All right. Let me
There's
switch one thing
Cuckoo
so
wanna
they can
join.
see us. Hold on. Let me do this and then that, and transition. All right. Are we all good? We all ready?
I'm good.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, first of all, congratulations. A really grueling, like, 3-game set. You had that first one in game 1 where it was very close throughout all of it. And then you had that EFG finish. And then, of course, I mean, your homie Zundel showed up. He had a 5-man Hunbats all to keep them away. He grabbed beads, he grabbed Magi's. Just bought so much time for you guys. Could you kind of take us through what the comms were like? Because there was a little hesitancy of you guys taking the one Phoenix who was almost dead. You guys almost backed, and then you went for the Phoenix, and then you came back, and then like what were the comms like in that whole sequence?
So you're talking about game 1?
Yeah, game 1.
Oh, game 3. Yeah. So game 1, it was a little rough because we weren't really sure if we could like take the Phoenix or anything like that. But like us stealing that FG, even though I didn't have EFG, like we were like, we're still pretty strong. We have it on our Merlin, and that's our like secondary big damage dealer. And we were just like trying to hard focus the mid laner. He was causing a lot of problems. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, I think there were several instances where I tried to like finish him off with a blink Geb 2 or something like that. But Ferendum was really showing out this set, and we had to play around that.
Fair enough. So game 2 was a little more of a controlled game, I would say. I think it's probably one of the ones that they had the biggest lead in, and it was the earliest in the game. They got like I want to say, it's going to sound cringe, but 6, 7, 8 kind of K lead
6-7.
around the.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
But they had that lead in 15 or 20 minutes. They never let it go. It was definitely a lot more of a one-sided game. Would you be able to talk about how your team was looking coming into game 3 after that a bit more of a
So,
dominant game 2?
yeah, so that game 2 was a little demoralizing. They had a really good idea and plan using the Apollo ult to heavy rotate into these pick scenarios. And the Cuckoo, I think, was also a really good pick. Anti-dive, very good area denial. It just made it hard for us to follow up into kills and it zoned me and Drezzy so many times from Joshipu and just caused them to easily just get that pick and then keep going if they wanted to. So after that game, we just noted that, hey, we're letting them kind of just do whatever they want, do the strategy that their draft is wanting. And so we went into game 3 just like focus on, okay, just don't let them run the game, don't let them do what they want to do, and just continue that.
Okay. And then game 3, I mean, a wild one, a finisher. Both teams had their backliners double physical, not something we see a lot. Could you talk about like your draft ideas or even seeing their draft, what you thought?
Absolutely. So first first off, we were playing to try and first pick the Thor, but as like we saw that they didn't ban Chiron in the first 2 bans. And so our first thought was like, okay, we leave Chiron and Thor open. We ban Aladdin. So if they ban Thor, we get Chiron. If they ban Chiron, we get Thor. And so we were gonna be happy either way. As the draft evolved, um, I saw like Rama is okay, and I wanted to play Rama specifically since we had a very strong ability based hunter in mid. I wanted something very strong auto attack base, and I didn't want. Thankfully, they top 2 Osiris, so they weren't gonna go Bologna. And I was like, hey, we should play Bologna. Music's good on it, and Bologna would destroy me if they win at jungle for whatever reason. And then at the end of our draft, because we saw them pick Medusa and their support, and we were like, okay, we were considering going like 5 physical, but I was like, hey, just don't go Guan because Guan was open. We were like, maybe not Guan, but like something else that can like hard CC since the only CC we really had was like the Guan ults. And so we went Ganesh instead. And I was like, hey, since we're like very physically focused, just go Poseidon jungle. We'll just set up. If they go Aegis, we're just gonna Ganesh silence, and then you're gonna pop them anyways. If they go beats, they have to go beats, and then they don't have an Aegis for our Chiron Rama ult. And so we were gonna be happy either way.
Fair enough. Well, Luke, do you have a question you love? Okay, never mind. That guy's going to get drunk again. Aladoros, do you have
Having
a
a good
question
time.
you want to shoot Demonic?
Yeah, sure. I mean, Demonic, first of all, I just want to say congratulations on your win over there. You guys played a great set. What do you think was the biggest difference for you guys between game 2 and game 3? I mean, game 2, you guys looked a little lost. And also I kind of curious of what your thoughts were on your comp in game 2. You know, you had the Cupid mid, which was an interesting pick. It's not something I don't think we've seen from Dreszy this so far this season, but curious what your thoughts on your comp in game two were and what the biggest difference was in general from game two to game three.
Yeah, so game two, obviously we last picked the Cupid. There was a couple options we could have gone, like Hecate is still up and a couple other good mid laners, but I mean Dreszy's lately has not been really feeling the mids. And so he's like deciding to pick up the Cupid because he saw like the Achilles likes to use his three a lot. And so he was hoping to cripple the Achilles three so we can just blow him up. And so having two really strong like area ults was kind of the big idea. Having the Artemis ult CC for each other, then the Cupid ult also zone denial, and that was the intention. It didn't pan out. We got put on the back foot, and they did a very well job of capitalizing on us on the back foot. But ultimately, we in game three we kind of shifted on. One moment, let me unlock so music can join.
Music
We
wants
kind
to
of
join. Okay. Well, we're getting an actual interview. This is peak.
What's up, Zenith?
What's going on?
Sorry, didn't mean to
Game
interrupt you, Kes.
three, we kind of shifted on to instead of just being like high CC and kind of like harder to like dive, we were like let's more poke them out and then just finish the job from like a little bit range.
Yeah, I
The-
mean,
the-
you guys executed really well. I thought in game three, it obviously worked out for you. It was like it was kind of like you guys flipped a switch from game two to game three. So, yeah, it looks like you guys executed. You're playing really well. I mean, Zundo, I'll be honest, I doubted the Poseidon jungle, but you know what, man, it really worked out for you guys. He was having some massive ults late game, and yeah,
Mhm.
you guys executed really well on that comp, I have to say.
First off, I want to say something to Zenith. Zenith, you are an incredible person. I don't know if you guys noticed, we started the set 21 minutes behind schedule.
That was crazy. Yeah.
Technically, Zenith could have said, "Hey, you guys are 21 minutes late. Y'all forfeit the set." He said, "It's okay. Start when we start." So first, thank you, Zenith, for allowing us to play a full set. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had fun too. Of course, anytime.
Yeah, big.
Muzi, you just hopped in here. You were the big call up from Gilgamesh, I believe, and I dare say you definitely held your own. Your Kabrakin got the player of the match from the cast game one. I loved how much you were fighting, even then that game three, you were soloing Zenith was soloing you. It was fantastic, peak passion content out here. Any thoughts about the call up and how you thought the set went in your eyes?
I was just trying to end a game not as bad as the Hurt game, and I had two games that didn't end as bad as the Hurt game, so I will take that to the bank.
Hey, absolutely, very fair. Well, Demonic and Muzi, you're welcome to stick around, but thank you very much for the interview. I'm gonna shift it over to the Nat20 perspective now. Zenith, thank you so much for joining me. A really unfortunate, circumstance for your team, but like Demonic said, you gave us passionate content. Two games that went like 30 minutes within a K of gold of each other. Game one is decided by an EFG. Would you be able to talk about your team's prep leading up to that EFG, what you were trying to do, or any plans you guys had?
So, if I remember correctly, we had just gotten like several picks in the mid lane fight, walking towards the bird, and the Geb unfortunately being one of the first ones. And our goal in that scenario was we were looking end, but I believe we lost one member like right before we took that bird. Yes, okay. So Tony died. So yeah, Tony died right before we took that bird, and that fight was looking so good. We were thinking like, oh, this could be end right here, but Tony unfortunately got taken down in the 3v1 scenario that he did a lot in, and we knew we were gonna get bird there, and we were like, okay, we do EFG here after we kill the bird, and then we take the bird. Both of my backliners had to back, which I think is where things unfortunately went wrong. So both of my backliners had to back. We didn't end up getting Fire Giant started until Demonic was back up, and Demonic made a great play. I don't know if he rolled in or blinked in, and then there was Yemo walls. There was a lot going on. Shit was crazy. And Demonic knocked me into the Fire Giant damage, and it did 1400 to me. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Much apologies about that.
The Gebalt plus the Fire Giant hit me for 1400. By the way, that was a lot. That
Yeah,
felt
that was
really
that was a
nice.
blink. That was a blink.
Holy.
Yeah,
All right.
Demonic's such a good guy, man. He's apologizing for killing somebody in a smite game.
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Holy hell.
That's crazy, bro. We need more of this. None of this chronic online tier list friend bullcrap, bro. We need more like Demonic, bro. My goat. Looking at game 2, you guys had arguably the most dominant win out of all 3. You guys were up probably like between 6 to 8K at 15 or 20 minutes. Never really let it go. Kept kind of just pushing. What was the difference that allowed that to happen in game 2?
I just think our comp synergy as a whole was a huge difference. So with our comp in that game, we were looking at we originally picked the nut for mid and thought it would just be better in the hands of control because I top locked Naja, and we needed more of that like secure ult in that case. So with how that went, we got a lot of early game kills and did a lot in the first couple minutes. Obviously, I got the solo in like the first couple waves. Haha, Musy. And then
Yeah.
and then I ended up getting another kill on, I think it was Zundel, about like right before rock spawn. So I was already off to a pretty good start. And I think we just kind of like snowballed it from there. Tony was making great plays on the Achilles. That's one of his favorite gods. He's played it several times this season and looked great on it each time. But I think like we didn't really have the opportunity to let the gas pedal go because of our comp. And so we just had to keep pushing. And that's how we were able to come out on top of that one, in my opinion, at least.
Well, it's a great opinion. You were the one who lived it, so thank you. And just lastly, before I hand it to Alidoro for a question, game 3, you obviously came off that big game 2 win. It was pretty one-sided. You're kind of just snowballing. What was the plan in game 3? Was it, more of what worked in game 2 so well? Was it, all comfort? Just what was the general game 3 plan?
So the general game 3 plan was that we were going to work on. So our plan was dive comp, right? But so with the Osai, the Neath, we get that done really well. The Scylla as well as the Kali and the Medusa being able to just ult from forever away. That was the original plan, to just play dive. But the enemy team unfortunately selected a better dive comp than we did. So, well, better maybe, also good dive comp, yes. So what it ended up turning into was kind of just like picks unfortunately never went our way. And I think that's really what was able to turn that into such a favorable win for them. We had some weaker games all across the board, and our comms weren't great, and things just weren't going our way.
Alidoro, you got a question for the homie?
I've got one question for Zenith and one question only.
Oh no.
Where
Yeah.
was the famed Zenith Cuckoo in this set? That's what I want to know.
So I don't know if we've tapped into the patch notes recently, but
It did get nerfed.
Kukulkan has unfortunately been gutted. I fear. I think. I don't know. I haven't tried it. I just look at the nerf and I'm like, ooh, that looks really bad. And I don't think I want to touch that thing anymore.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I've played against it. It's still pretty strong. I'm pretty sure.
I don't
I've
think it's
played
OP,
against it
but
a
I
couple
do think
times.
it's strong.
Yeah.
Also, my mid laner did lock the Cuckoo in game
That
2 and
too.
looked really good on it himself.
too.
So it was, yeah. But
True.
I don't know. I don't know about the Cuckoo. I may have to keep playing it. We'll see. You might see me in the rank queues on Cuckoo. I don't know. Might see me in OSL on Cuckoo. I don't know. We'll find out. But I don't know. That the nerfs look scary,
Yeah, they
but
did.
I
They
guess we'll have
did.
to figure it out with gameplay itself.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I played against it a couple times. It still seems pretty strong. It would have been nice to see you on that pick. You've looked really good on it all season, obviously.
I
But
appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah, no problem, man. But you know, you also have looked awesome on the Naja and such as well. So like, I don't blame you for going that direction. You fried in game 2 on that. So, but you guys had a good season, man. You guys shouldn't. You know, you guys have nothing to be ashamed of, honestly. So it was a great
Oh
set to
no.
watch. I had a great time watching it.
Heads are still high, as we always say at Nat20. We'll never be boomed.
W's.
Oh yeah.
I would love
Man.
to turn this into a battleground brief YouTube video if that's okay with everybody here, and I have your consent
I'm
to
fine
use
with
the
it.
interviews.
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
Go ahead.
You
W's.
guys,
All right.
you guys are
So
good
yeah,
for that.
I'll be editing this. I'll be posting the full VOD as well on the channel. And if you guys want to watch out for that, it's nothing spectacular. I'm kind of crap at this, but thank you all for the passionate games. Thank you all for the interviews. I really appreciate you guys letting me spectate and everything. This is going to be me signing off the Twitch stream, guys. Thank you all for showing up and being a part of this. I'll see you guys later.